this one, balls. It should be that. Can you hear us now? Yeah.
And does that work also?
It would, let me just, because this is going to be slightly out of sync, so let's just increase. That should put us out of sync. So, I think I made a mess up setting up all of the streams this week. I wasn't really focusing when I did it, and I must apologise for that. So I did a mess up setting up the YouTube streams, and then there's been a Windows update. So, of course, OBS has just gone, nah, fuck it. OBS has gone, nah, fuck it. What? There's been a Windows update. Yeah, I'll get rid of your audio. It just won't work. Oh, thank you, OBS.
How very helpful.
How very helpful indeed. You can see us. You can hear us. Is the audio okay? Catherine, you chat away because we're going to go in.
I this week discovered.
Could you talk normally so we can get a level?
Hello. Today.
Could you talk normally so we could get a level?
Can I talk? Without your interruptions?
In a normal voice?
Without your constant interruptions?
In a normal voice, yeah.
Are you suggesting
normal.
My voice
Do it.
Isn't normal? It's so rude.
I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to do a pod. Back. Welcome to the show. Oh, I've just got to set this. Hey, Google. Set an alarm for 30 minutes.
Yep.
It's going to be a good alarm. I don't know what we're going to... It's going to be music, right? And I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be from my...
From your private collection.
From my playlist, right, of called Liked Songs.
Yeah.
And it will set the mood for the weekend. If it's an upbeat song, we're all going to have an upbeat weekend. If it's downbeat sad...
Well, I'll have a sad weekend.
Rip fun. I'm in Lee.
Wet weekend.
Just speak for yourself.
Wasn't there a thing called Sad Weekend? Oh, no, it's Sad Cafe by Sad Cafe, wasn't it?
What's the most you could chug in one go without coming up for air?
Most what?
Okay. So, we do this podcast every week. Last week, you would have got 2 episodes of an hour and a half each.
Circular breathing, isn't it?
That's how he played the didgeridoo, isn't it?
I don't want to talk about him.
I didn't mention his name.
Good.
Thank you to the Patreons.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We didn't get any new Patreons in the last 2 weeks.
Frankly, we've had too many.
Except for AH. AH joined this evening 28 minutes ago. So thank you very much for that.
What I was going to say is we've had too many not called AH and then just enough called AH.
I also had an interesting email from Picture Phil.
Oh.
Who tells me...
It's always time for a first, isn't
Oh, I like Picture Phil's emails. Someone I work with was in Eldorado.
Eldorado?
Yeah. Someone I work with, someone you guys know. Not Davis. David Turners keeps mentioning Davis, my least favourite producer. We did not get on at all. And he keeps talking about David. Get Davis on the show. I'm not going to get... He's too busy in a spinning class.
Very hard man to produce.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to text this person. It's a man. I'm going to say, is it true... You can't see the name. I don't want anyone to see the name. Here we go.
Is it Nick Ferrari?
Okay. It's not, but... Close. Bit of a random one. Were you on Eldorado? There we go. We'll find out.
David Turner says he's obsessed with Davis. Obsessed.
I'll give you his phone number and you can go and bother him. So, well, only one Patreon, but what a Patreon. If you want to sign up for the show like AH did, patreon.com/Ian and Catherine, I-A-I-N and Catherine with a K. There is a lot to talk about. Did we do a show last week?
Yes.
It was the week before we didn't do a show.
Yes.
Very quickly, there'll be no talk of descriptions of CSA this week. However, I will briefly give you a little update. Scouts are being dicks. Who'd have thought it? Today, me and some of the other men, we got a lawyer. We lawyered up. And it was with great pleasure the Scouts came back, backtracking on a promise they'd made, saying, oh yeah, we did promise that, but then you did this, and then you did this thing we told you to do, so we can't do the thing you wanted now.
Gosh, I thought they always did their best.
It was a masterclass in sleight of hand. And it was with so much pleasure I went, well, that's disappointing. You should have told me. I've CC'd in our lawyer. We've got a lawyer. It ain't just Joe Blow from Kokomo off the high street. It's one of the biggest human rights lawyers in the country, ladies and gentlemen. He's working a no-win, no fee. So that has been a huge relief to finally have an adult in the room who can be the hub. Because I was being the hub, he can be the hub. So that's a huge relief. And it means stuff is gonna get done.
Yes, mate.
Stuff is gonna get done.
Well, also, it's a relief for you because you didn't want to be the man holding the files.
No. Can I just big up the fact that Mandy is in the chat? Not been here for a little while, Mandy. Hello, Joseph, if you're watching. Hello. So that's the big news, and that's that out of the way. And now it's getting legal. I kind of got a button my lip a little bit, but much better position than it was. We've only got about another 6 weeks of Skype. So, Catherine, why don't you give them the Skype number so they can call in?
It's
You're so lucky. You're so goddamn cute.
2
3
4
2 8
5
6
9
99 miss a few 100.
73.
What a week it's been.
I burnt out yesterday.
Oh, did you hear about your week?
Yeah, I think over to me now. Thank you for asking. I was a flipping horrible... No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was a slightly less perfect person yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday, was it?
Yes. I had a cob on all day long. Why? Because I've just realised I am burnt out. I'm continually waiting for deadlines or planning for them or dreading someone coming in and wanting to, because I'm doing this teacher training, observe. I just feel like it's been going on and on and on and on and on, and now I'm going on and on and on and on. And I just need something other than work to think about. So I've started a tiny DIY project, making a shelving unit.
No, that's
and
not.
I say it's tiny little. It's this big.
She's making a miniature library or bookshop.
I am. I need something
Full size for her.
Rude. I'm not a borrower. I needed something meditative to do, and so that's what I'm doing. So I've made one bookshelf so far. I'll keep you updated. I've got to put every single cover on every single tiny book.
Oh no! Well, then make some covers. Then make up your own books.
No.
Okay.
I just got to cut them out and stick them. It's cutting and sticking and not thinking too much and having Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on in the background or maybe a podcast. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm just going to sit there and just do that. And there's no point to it. Good. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's got lights that work and everything. And it's going to look wicked when it's finished. But that's not the point. The point is doing it. So that's Burnout sorted. Ian.
So was it Thursday? It was Thursday. I took my watch to be refixed because the place in Prince's Risborough broke it. So I took it to be refixed in Tring. And as I was walking down the street, a young man, like a street man, so like a cool guy, like, blood.
Oh my God, don't say that.
That's what boys say all the time.
No, you mean a roadman?
A roadman.
Yeah.
So a cool 24-year-old guy. I was walking down the street, and the kind of person who is just cool.
Yeah.
Right? So walking down the street, he went, "Really like your hair, man." Now, he wasn't gay.
How do you know?
He didn't have a tiny dog in a bag.
They don't all have those. Sometimes
What?
Sometimes I leave him with the pet sitter.
Well, that makes sense about that guy the other day. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. You've made my day. And he's right. My hair is looking fly.
Fire.
Then I went to Sainsbury's.
Mm-hmm.
And as I walked in, a man said, nice tash. Wish I could grow one like yours. I said, well,
No.
okay. Catherine's going to ruin the story a little bit by bringing in facts.
The man was after something.
He was one of those people who loiter in the doorways of supermarkets and libraries and charity shops. He had a booth. He was collecting money for breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
God knows why you want to collect money for it. Surely you want to collect money to get rid of it. But what was this thing? And you described him as a...
What?
Say what you see. Oh, he's a say what you see.
Yeah, you do. The chuggers do it all the time. Great pink cardigan, miss. Have you got time for helping with, I don't know, dogs in bags?
But on one day, I had two men compliment me on the way I look. Okay, the moustache thing was, we'll call it half. But the guy, the 24-year-old young man on the street, that was sincere. And it was what I needed to hear at the time. But it's never happened to any of you. And that makes me feel good. I'm looking good at the moment. I lost it for a bit, but now I am looking hot. I'm gonna do a 360 so you can see everything. 360. Oh! I found the apps that make you blow up.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got to pay for them. I was so bored the other day. You know the app where it's a filter. It's the picture of you go...
And then disappear off into the sky.
Oh my God, I don't know how to share them with you.
Imagine it. Do an impression again.
So it's like you're there and it goes...
And then you start spinning round.
Honestly, it was about £1 a pop, right? And I was just...
Was it?
It was something like
Bloody
that.
hell, Ian.
I was having...
Expensive
so
fun.
much fun. Maybe I can. I was having... so much fun. The one with my youngest when he was a little boy, when you told him off, he'd go, "Oh, rude." And the
Your eldest.
My eldest. God, yeah, he's my eldest. Let me find... Who's Catherine? That's you, Catherine. Which ones did I send you?
All of them, all the funny ones. And one of my cat, who for some reason, when he blew up, was wearing clothes.
Oh, let me send these. Let me email these.
Just like Aunt Petunia, you're right. Yosh Bosh.
Yosh Bosh. Let me send that. That's my favourite one, that one. I think I can send them.
There was one where you turned around and your hair was like an ice cream.
Oh, that was good, that. Can I share? Forward?
Harsh says, show research. He's suggesting you claim it back.
Thank you, mate. I will do. Right, I need to send one at a time. This is gonna be great for the podcast. Now, how do you share? It's not that, because that then is forward.
Yeah, you're right. I think you have to click one at a time, and
I've done one.
Forks.
Oh, there's a couple there. Look, there we go. So we do share, Gmail.
I know, £1 a pop. David Turner's more money than sense.
Oh, I sent load to David of his kids. I was having so much fun with these things, honestly, because I didn't know you could do that stuff without being in like Hollywood or something like that. Honestly, guys, when you see it, if you're listening to the audio,
you're going to think it's a DreamWorks project.
Stop and go and watch the YouTube, because this goes up on YouTube as well. Go and watch it, because what we'll do is we'll play it,
and you can see the SFX,
and you can... Oh, I'm sending it to the wrong thing. Right. Oh, for crying out loud. You talk. I'm busy.
Okay, last Saturday, I took the girls, we missed the mark when it came to Taylor Swift. We didn't get to see her, and we just didn't, and she didn't get in touch, so she came and went, and we never saw it, and we were upset, and I felt like a terrible mother.
It was bad.
So it was bad. It was traumatic. Youngest stopped listening to Taylor for about 2 weeks, so it was really bad. So on Saturday, we went to see Sabrina Carpenter, and the word is smutty.
Oh, she's a filth bag.
She's smutty, isn't she?
Yeah.
But she may look like a child, but she's 28, so I think fair enough. She's allowed to be smutty. But I was going to say good, clean fun. It wasn't. It was smutty, and it was also fun. There was a little bit of shadow work, let's just say. that was NSFW, and also some of the merch. We queued up for ages to get some merch, and stupidly we did it at the first place, which is like in the doorway.
Oh, why? We saw those people at the Sidemen football match. Saw Mr. Beast the other day.
Why did we do that? I knew in my heart of hearts that if we went inside, there would be shorter queues and smaller shops, because that's for people who aren't necessarily even going in, isn't it?
Yeah,
craziness.
We went and saw the Sidemen football, and it's Mr. Beast, Nico Amilana, Angry Ginge. And
anyway, back to me. So we're in this queue and we were waiting for flipping ages, and my eldest started getting moody and say,
did she?
"Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
that's-
yeah."
Oh.
And but then we were too far in, and it was we know backing out now, and it took ages. And we were looking at the merch, and the merch was smutty. There were like some quite cool tops that looked like.
did they have T-shirts that said like "blow jobs and cream"?
How did you know?
Cum banana.
Yes. No, not quite that. But there was a T-shirt that had Sabrina at 69 on it.
Oh, Nico was 69 at the football,
69
yeah.
is very big with the youth at the moment. And Sabrina Carpenter is no exception. So, yes, there was that. I don't know what football team she plays for, but apparently she's position 69. And there was another one saying, "Thank your dad for his genetics," which apparently is a penis reference in one of her other songs. Just a lot of knob talk, really, from Sabrina Carpenter. But it was fun. It was like Barbie's Dirty Dream House. And we had a lot of laughs. But again, we were too high up. And I just get to a point now where I cannot stand up.
It's very steep, the O2,
But also the foot room is tiny. And we were second from the front. So it's just that tiny little ledge that's see-through. Christie's.
Oh, here it goes.
And I just felt like if I just rocked too far forward, I would go tumbling down. So no, I sat down the whole time. The girls were up from song one.
Of course they were.
All
Look,
night.
Little and say it was the best thing she's ever done.
The best thing she's ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to a girl singing about blowies. So it was a good family night. And now you're up to date.
Now you're up to date. Should we look at a couple of these? We won't watch them all because I've spent about 25 quid on these. So
they're just for private.
So they're well, you know. You can't hear because I've got to add the new audio everywhere we go. Ready?
Here we go. We're back.
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong. We're on the wrong screen.
Uh-oh.
We're back.
We're on the right screen.
We're on the right screen. So let's have a little look at some of these. Hang on.
We're back. So let's have a little look at some of these. Let's go with this. Don't know what this one's going to be. Oh, right. So this is my eldest when he was a little boy.
With his rude face.
Ignore it says Ben has left the chat. That was on the filter. I couldn't get rid of it.
That's what it's called. Ben has left the
chat.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So. Come on, man. How is that not?
Oh.
How is that not the best thing in the world?
It's
right?
almost as good as the cat on the broomstick.
There we go. There's Kim. Oh. It is almost as good as... There you go. It's Kim and Pudsey. It's just the best. We won't do all of these, but let's have a little look at... Oh, she's your cat.
Actual footage.
A couple more. Let's go with this one. Oh, we've done that one. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that's me. That's me. That's a still of me.
Head.
So that's a photo of me giving the finger to my youngest, and then it spins it around. Computers are so weird. And then let's try
it's
one
computers.
more.
It's all computers.
Oh, this is James Farley. So I posted James Farley.
Why has he got Elvis quiz?
Right. So I posted this in a chat with James Farley. It's him when he was at a nuclear testing site, and
having a beer.
He replied. He just replied, "Okay."
That's very Farley.
If you're listening to the audio, I can only apologise. Imagine pictures of people, normal people, then inflating to balloon size and then spinning off in the air as they deflate.
Yes.
What fun. What fun. Lot to talk about. So, about 6 weeks ago. Did a speed awareness course. Oh, it was speeding. Did a speed awareness course.
You were speeding because you were unaware, and then they
made me
you aware.
Anyway, so I was in Manchester 27th, 28th for these band gigs, and on the 28th, maybe 26th, 27th, and on the 27th I drove back, and it was late at night. It was a long journey, 5 hours to get back, but within the first 30 minutes, I was on the motorway. What I thought was a 50 got flashed.
Tricks.
Got flashed. I got a letter. It
What
turns
colour?
out
Brown.
it was a 40. It was a 40, and I was doing 51. I thought it was a 50.
Oh, mate.
It's no excuse.
You were unaware.
So 3 points on my licence, weeks after a speed awareness course. Or it would be points on my licence that I was expecting, except they have a different speed awareness course for motorways and normal roads. I got another speed awareness course coming up. And why is that good for you? Because I'm going to take notes. I had so much praise from people, David Turner's, saying that was great. You should take notes on everything you do. Well, David, I can take notes on the next speed awareness course just for you guys. You're going to find out all about it. Unless it's illegal, in which case...
You saying take notes has reminded me of an embarrassing incident from this week that I have not told anyone about.
Go on.
I was at teacher training college.
I'm just going to reply to the person who may or may not have been in Eldorado. I'm listening.
My favourite tutor was being observed by one of her colleagues. The colleague came and sat next to me and my friend, Tolu. And she said to Tolu very quietly, "Oh, can I have a look at your notes, please?" And Tolu said, "I haven't got many, Catherine's got more." So she took my book, which is full of notes from the teacher training course. And as she leafed through it, there was a vague inkling in my mind that there might be something in there that she should not see.
Uh-oh.
It was not a crying cactus, and you'd be very proud of me. I've evolved.
That reminds me. Go on.
When she'd gone, I forgot all about it until later in the day. I was leafing through my book to try and find some notes.
No.
And I
love Ian so much, I want to kiss and hold him. He's my
No.
boyfriend.
didn't say that.
Okay.
It said, it had the name of another teacher under it.
Oh.
And it had a series of doodles.
Oh, swastikas.
New. And it had in very bold, big writing, "Kill me now."
Suicide note.
So it's quite clear that there was one teacher who was not really connecting with their audience that particular day. Just had it vague in the back. It was from Christmas. Do you know how I know it was from Christmas? Because I decorated "Kill Me Now" with holly leaves. Very festive.
Just found out the person who I was told who was in Eldorado was not in Eldorado. When he was leaving his radio job, he told listeners that was his next gig. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clive Bull has just messaged me. Was it? So Clive Bull was not. Who told me that he was?
A bullshitter.
I wonder if it wasn't Will Guy. It was. Anyway, I had something else I was gonna say. We were talking about
Note-taking.
Note-taking. So speeding, note-taking. I don't know. I tell you what I would like. I'd like consistency in the sizing of underpants. I'm a big lad. Around the waist. And I have been wearing the same Gap underpants. Like
Dirty boy,
trunks,
change them.
Short, like trunks. It's not the ones that are tight to the leg. Not box. Anyway. For 20 years.
Floppy boxers.
Blown a hole in
Can I
them,
just
as my
say-
mum would say.
Oh my God. You've not been wearing the same pair for years. You've been
No,
wearing
I've
the
got-
same style.
I've got about 6 pairs. No. They're 20 years old.
I know, we can tell.
What are you doing looking at my underwear? And I thought it's time to get... So I got... So the ones I got are XL from Gap, right? Don't use Gap anymore. Since they went shoplist, you don't get the discount codes. I'm out.
I think they went shopless because they did discount codes.
Every
for
week,
everything.
40% off. Don't use them now. So I thought, well, I put on a bit of weight. So I got from TK Maxx, Henny's, I got 2XL. They're too small. They're too small.
For the European market.
So then I went on Vinted. I didn't get second-hand ones. They don't sell them.
I bet they do.
They don't. From Marks and Spencer's, I got 2XL.
Shop soiled.
Too big. They're too big. So now I've ordered XL. M&S.
Can you not just roll the waistband over?
No, they're wide. They're falling down. I stand up, they fall down. They come down they'll come down my trouser leg.
Oh my God.
So can we, please, guys? This is my plea. This is my
Get a
campaign.
couple of rubber bands around their legs.
I had.
It's Marks and Spencer's.
Here's my thing, right? I have two. There was going to be a potential campaign for men who'd been abused in the Scouts. There was going to be that campaign. Actually, I think I'm going to campaign for universal underpant sizes. Now, this could be tricky. We got a call. However, because there's been an update, he can't hear us. Stay there. Can you? Well, because there's been an update, he might be hearing us through a different thing. Paul, can you hear us through Skype or through a different thing?
Through Skype, I think.
Okay. Well,
why are you talking louder as if that's going to make a difference?
we're gonna fix it. Audio.
It's my
Microphone.
end, the problem.
Is
My
that?
end.
It's problem your end.
Yeah.
Paul, I think it's a problem your end, mate.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll call you back.
Good lad. There we go. It's a problem his end. He'll fix it. Clive Ball says, I talked about it a lot at the time and made out that I had a small part in it following my success as an extra in the comms room in the bill. I rather liked it. I've got the theme tune going around my head now. Wow. We are Who's that? We're obsessed with it. Yes, man, you fell for
I
it.
could hear you. You're
Licky.
Licky, yeah.
Licky. Yes, man. Yeah, you fell for it, Paul. It's the thing, and you think we're friends. No, we're not. We're not friends. We're not friends. We spent the last 8 years cultivating this friendship for this moment now, and you fell for it.
The long game, the longest game.
You've been punked.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hey, man, nice to see you.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm actually free for once on a Friday. It's extraordinary.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm sat in a hotel room in Saffron Walden. Had a very long day yesterday.
Is Saffron Walden a real place?
Yes.
It is.
My grandma had it on a mat,
Oh.
like a placemat. She
Is
had
it?
a pub in Saffron Walden, the Bell. It was my favourite placemat.
I had dinner there yesterday.
And
Very
how was
nice.
it? The real thing?
Very tasty. Very tasty indeed.
Did they have their own placemats?
Oh, of your nan's house. Wouldn't it?
A little bungalow in Wigan.
Oh, it reminds me of a very funny cartoon I saw on Twitter that I'll share with you later.
I'm glad it was tasty at the Bell. That was all my dreams come true. So beautiful.
In fact, let me tell you the cartoon that I saw. So it's a visual joke. I'll describe it, and it'll be fun. So it's a young lad, and his dad is doing a card trick for him. He goes, pick a card, and as the kid takes the card, the dad dies. It's like, oh my God, Dad! Then you have the funeral, and then you have the will reading, and the guy goes, and to his son I leave the Queen of Hearts. Oh, that totally did me in.
Oh, very good.
Anyway, bit of fun, little bit of fun there, a little bit of fun. How can we be of service to thee, sir?
I just called to say hello. It's been a long time, and you're there, and Skype is going. So, yeah.
And here's my thinking on it.
Yeah.
I've got a SIM card I'm like a drugman. One for the family, one for the drugs. And I think there's probably a way we can install WhatsApp on the computer. I know there is.
Yes.
Part of me thinks we don't.
Oh, why?
We take this enforced
isolation.
We still pop in Zoom things in the thing every now and then, but maybe we try for a little while. Without it. Because being completely honest, the phone number doesn't get used that often these days. We've stopped plugging it during the free podcast. It doesn't
Mostly
really
because I can't remember it.
Just can't remember. It served its purpose. And we get calls like this, which is great. We get Gatford, so, ups and downs. But part of me thinks, okay, well, maybe this will challenge us to do something a bit different. Because we do have periods where we get a little bit lazy. And then in that we get comfortable, not lazy.
Can we have a post box?
We had a PO box.
Do your letters.
The PO box was great, wasn't it? We got so much stuff you guys sent us.
I don't want that though. I want letters on postcards.
Okay, well then you can spend £350 on a PO box for the 3 letters
Just give
we'll
them
get.
your address. What harm could it do?
So I think we'll go for a while. I'll look in the background about how we could get a number, but there isn't a service like Skype where you pay them a tenner and you get a phone number. There isn't, because I spent a whole night looking for it. So part of me thinks maybe we leave it as is and see what it inspires.
You could always do WhatsApp, and they could always leave voice notes.
Well, I literally just said that I thought it'd be interesting to try not doing that.
I know, but I thought
and then
it'd be
you
interesting
just
to ignore.
You reneged.
That's not a phone call, is it? It's just a WhatsApp voice message.
You reneged. She's a reneger, Paul. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
What am I
Reneg
supposed
would be
to do?
happy.
Reneg. Reneg Zellweger.
Okay.
He liked it, and this man plays in an orchestra.
Does he?
He never mentions it. What you got? I'm hungry, Paul. What's for tea tonight? Oh, did you eat tonight in the pub, or was that the other day?
It was yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, no,
hang on, sorry. Oh,
Yes.
the alarm's going, but it won't. Well, it's not playing. Okay, that was the alarm. It was silent. It means we're going to have a boring weekend. So what's for tea tonight? Quiet one. What's for tea tonight?
Fruit and nuts in my room. I'm not leaving my room until tomorrow.
Oh, he's battened down his hatches.
I love it.
I have. Yeah.
Is it a room? I'm guessing because of the
pink
purple
room?
lights, it's a premiere, so there's no room service.
No room service.
Man, room service is the greatest invention by humans. So hang on a minute. You're telling me you got a book with lists of food in, you press one button, you say the names of those foods, and within 30 minutes, someone knocks at the door with a kalosh.
A what?
A kalosh.
A cloche.
A kalosh. Spell
Why
it.
is it kalosh?
Spell it.
C-L-O.
There's an apostrophe between the C and the up. There's an apostrophe.
No, there isn't.
Kalosh.
No, there isn't.
I'll kalosh you in a minute.
From the French for bell.
Yeah, exactly. You're a kalosh. Well, Paul, you've really thrown a Spaniard in the works and potentially ruined our relationship tonight. So thanks for that, mate.
You're welcome.
We're going to end the podcast. Goodbye.
We haven't.
Sorry,
really gone.
I
We haven't really gone.
I was pausing them because Clive Bull is now asking where you can watch. What channel are they showing Eldorado on?
UK.
No, it's
Gold.
not. It's not UK Gold. Can someone tell me the channel?
It's really.
They're really. Is it really?
No, really is where they put, ironically, all the ghost programs and stuff. Should be called Not Really.
What are they showing it on, please, so I can tell Clive Bull? This isn't for me. This is for Clive Bull.
Bull.
Clive Bull.
I don't understand that about you Southerners. It's not. You don't say full, but everything else is
They're showing
and
it on
it's not a bull.
Drama. Someone sent us.
Why
someone
aren't you
sent
consistent
us
with your use?
Hooky files. I have the whole series on my hard drive.
Good luck. That used to always trip me up when I was trying to do a Southern accent. It should be good luck.
You talk to this fool. I'm going to go and get us some cough.
Godfad.
What?
Hello.
I rang to talk to the man that insulted me.
Which one?
The lanky one.
Oh, he doesn't live here anymore.
Does he not? Thank goodness for that. Is
He
it
got
just you
evicted
now?
for rude.
Oh, thank goodness it's just you. Some decent entertainment at last. How you doing,
Finally.
Kath? All right.
I am very well.
Good.
After a slight breakdown yesterday, where I
Oh.
went home and I had a word with myself. And actually, this morning I went in and apologised to my class for being, as I described it, a cow bag.
Wow.
I told them off, and you know what? They were being divs. But but it was the fact that I kind of.
Aren't you allowed like one a term, like a meltdown day?
Yeah, I know, but I don't like being that teacher. But I was definitely that teacher yesterday, and they all kind of went like, "Oh my God, what's going on with her?" So I explained it to them because they're going to experience this, and I think the important thing is they've all done it, and they said, "Oh, it's relatable, miss, relatable." They've all done it where you like have a little spin out one day and have a tantrum.
Hi, Andy G just became a patron. Thank you,
Hello.
Andy G. You
But
missed out on
the
that.
important thing
Thanks,
is to recognise that's what you've done and to sort yourself out. So I apologise to them as I would expect them to do to me. They never do.
I wondered if I could ask Ian a question. The man that
Let me ask him if you can ask him a
complimented
question. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
Ian,
okay.
can Gatford ask you a question?
I suppose so.
He says he supposes so. Proceed.
Okay, I'll give it a go. The man that complimented you on your looks.
Yep.
What was his guide dog like?
Oh, now.
That's offensive to me personally, and it's offensive to members of the blind community who, as we know, famously don't have a sense of humour.
No, it's a sense of sight they haven't got.
Shit, I totally misunderstood it.
That's why
they
they
still
don't
don't
find
laugh
you
at my jokes. Let's have a look at what we got on Twitter this week.
I'm closer than ever to leaving.
I was going to talk about this in the free bin. We didn't have time. We'll talk about it now. By the way, when Skype's on, what are the levels like? Thank you very much. I'm considering ditching Amazon for similar ethical and political reasons. Because Bezos he's now writing a column every day about how fascism is great or something in one of the newspapers.
Yeah, but they're all losing money as well,
Yeah.
all those billionaires.
Well,
which is
exactly.
lovely.
And I'm seriously considering ditching Amazon because Amazon the films on Amazon Prime are shit. I can get them from Hooky. I'm happy to steal. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about on the podcast. Okay, maybe we'll talk about it here. And listen to me. I think I can live without Amazon. Of course, I can live without Amazon. Makes things a little bit more expensive,
Yeah, go
a little
Temu.
bit more inconvenient. It makes it a little bit more inconvenient. Means I've got to
Only
pop to the shop
slightly.
only slightly. So I'm seriously considering ditching Amazon altogether. Twitter, I kind of still need.
Well,
Because I get clients when I post on there.
okay, as long as it's working for you. I don't think Twitter is serving me anymore.
No.
And I'm not entirely... I don't see half the people that I'm interested in. And it's just a kind of dickhead funnel for me.
I totally get it. I think it's a shit show. I still post like cat pictures on there and on Blue Sky, but actually I'm probably going to stop. I get clients if I post on there. So as a small independent business... it's really helpful. And actually, we get, Patreons and stuff through it. Hey, Andy, Andy Given, who I went to a KISS convention with, and he built the first ever. You can yawn, I don't mind. Andy Given built the first ever ianlee.co.uk. Yeah.
The cradle of them all.
So, yes, I find Twitter, I get work from it. I'm considering ditching Amazon. I wonder if anybody had done that. I mean, then it becomes tricky because we use Twitch.
Yes.
I mean, it's a whole goddamn minefield.
I haven't been on Facebook for a very long time until last weekend when I went on there because someone had sent me a message and I found a load of messages from people who've been trying to get in touch with me, including some old friends. So I gave them my number and now we're talking in real life, IRL life, including, and I told you about this, an ex-boyfriend. And it's fine.
Who's Leslie Udwin? Is that Joy?
Yes.
All right. Because I'm going to This is from Clive Ball. You cannot read this out. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
So I'm considering that. Here's what I want. Well, let's look at the Twitter stuff first, because there's a few things, and it kind of links into something I have found fascinating, and I'm slightly obsessed with. So let's look at some of the things. There's only about half a dozen or so. Oh, this is a classic from 2 years ago. I am now a qualified counsellor. Right now I'm working primarily via Zoom. I have some spaces on my book. If you'd like to chat about how I can help with depression, anxiety, addiction, many other things, email hello@IanLeeCounselling. Comment underneath from Jesus. Wanker. The bus driver watched him run as fast as he could to get the bus before closing the doors on him, so that he said he's going nuts. So it's a man stood in front of a bus. So the bus can't move.
I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I let him on the bus driver, man.
I know someone else who did that.
Why did I send that to you, Catherine?
Because Ian Lee was once in that very position.
I did it.
But facing forward.
I had a fucking nemesis who was a bus driver. A nemesis on the 149. An arsehole of a man. And at one point, it just this, I don't remember how it started. Couldn't have been me. But so there was a bus stop. It was a Muswell Hill, Colney Hatch Lane, and Muswell Hill at the top of Colney Hatch Lane. And it goes from one lane into two lanes at the bus stop. And he saw me there with my arm out, and he went into the other lane and then got stopped at the traffic lights. So I went and knocked on the door, didn't look at me. Knocked on the door, didn't look at me. So I went and stood in front of the bus. I'm stood in front of the bus, and then I hear a voice saying, "Ian!" I looked over, it was my wife. She said, "I'll see you at home in 3 minutes." So I stood there a little bit longer and I walked away. So that's why.
I have had unfortunate incidents with bus drivers. In fact, I was reading an article the other day about the number of people who've been hit by bus drivers.
I was kidnapped by a bus driver once.
Well, yeah, I think that
It's true.
sometimes those people are living on the edge, right? Coming out of Sabrina Carpenter, I was in a queue for about an hour trying to get out the area of the O2. Bus driver behaved like an absolute shitbag to me. Forced his way out, squashing me over. I had to move my car to avoid being hit, and I'm in stationary traffic. And it reminded me of that time driving. They've changed it now around the Strand, haven't they? But it used to be that there was a bus lane down the side of it, and they used to all try and pull out into the main bit of traffic. And two buses almost crushed me there because they couldn't.
Oh yeah. That was a horrible bit of road.
Terrifying. It was just a flipping free for all, and because I was in a Mini, quite low down, they obviously didn't see me. And
So
I had
the
to
bus
really
drivers-
honk on my horn to get them to stop.
Can
I
I
was getting
clarify
crushed
something?
between the two.
Did the bus drivers not see your Mini, or did they see your Mini? Did you show? Could the bus drivers see your Mini from where they were?
They almost crushed my Mini between them.
Okie dokie, right. Aren't we naughty? A couple of other things. Oh,
I had to honk like hell.
Nothing could have prepared me for the second frame like at all. You ready? This is great. Look, so it's a French rapper. Here we go. That's a wild look, right?
Well, we're only a small. I'm going to say it. Some of the lads that come into my school have to be told to hike their trousers up because, you know, I know about slinging them low, but when I can see you gusset, that's inappropriate.
Here's the. It was tweeted by a guy called Ben Zeringer. There's the card that just absolutely did me in. The queen to my son, I leave. The Queen of Hearts did me in. Amy Allington met Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes.
Sam
and his family.
Sam and his fam. Morphed. I thought I liked some more stuff. Or maybe I didn't. All right. So here's the thing that's got me. We mentioned it briefly the other day, and I'm obsessed with it. Someone's got to do it.
Oh.
Someone's got to do it. It's everywhere, right? And there are a few tweets. The person who does it is going to be mentioned in so many rap songs. Somebody has to do it soon, bro. This is ridiculous. We all know what it means, right? It means assassinate Trump or Musk. That's what it means. And it's everywhere. And I fell down a TikTok rabbit hole. Before I do that, can I show you? This is one of the greatest, thanks to David for this. This is one of the greatest stars in their eyes moments ever.
He was a member of the biggest band in the world. That's
Is he going to be Paul
Tell us who you're going
McCartney?
to be tonight, Mal.
It's a good one, though,
Matthew,
look.
I'm going to be Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney!
You can see he's already got the Paul McCartney
Isn't it?
mullet.
But look at when he comes out, it's incredible. Someone's re-edited them all. They go in as one.
One final clue.
I've never seen these before. Apparently, it's a big thing, and David was sending me loads of them. All right, so let's look for someone someone has to do it. It's incredible. Oh, this woman's great. It's incredible that this is.
I'm not saying somebody should. I mean, nobody should, but I'm not saying somebody should. You know, I was talking to my mom today, and she said, well, I mean, you know, I'm not saying nobody should, or am I saying somebody should? No, I'm
It goes
not.
like that. Where's the guy? It wasn't this. Here we go. Talking about Luigi.
Yeah. Wow. I don't like it.
It makes me uncomfortable. I find it. I'm not saying, by the way, doing that is not saying I endorse that at all. Maybe I should have made that clearer a little bit.
It's not saying I endorse it. I'm fascinated. Absolutely fascinated by it.
Here's the thing, and I'm not saying
someone's got to do it.
No, I'm not. But also, this is the shitstorm kind of that end of things creation. We should be able to say whatever we want. I could do this salute. What? It doesn't mean anything. You know, okay, this is where it leads to, right?
Yeah,
All bets being off and people start to match your energy. So if you're going to start talking shit about all kinds of people online, don't be surprised if it starts going back the other way. Doesn't make it right. And I find the thing about Luigi Mangione fascinating and terrifying at the same time. Because it's a complete shift, isn't it? It's a complete shift in the sort of mass morality. There is.
It's, yeah. Again, I'm not saying I endorse that at all, right? I've just never known anything like it in my life. That all over TikTok and Twitter, people are calling for the president and or Musk to be killed, right? That's what it is. We're not fucking around. That's what it is. I've never known anything like it in my life. These are truly remarkable times that we are living in. And I just find it fascinating. You know, and I fell down a rabbit hole of watching these things all week.
Well, the thing is, as soon as you watch one to completion, so to speak, it starts offering you more.
Well, normally when I watch one to completion,
I don't.
I'm asleep. I'm honestly, I'm fascinated by it, and I think it's such an interesting. And you're right. You know, you have violent thugs in power. Well, that creates violence and thuggery elsewhere because violence and thuggery is normalized. It's just fascinating. It's just fascinating.
Yeah.
I watched so many of those. Sorry, but I'm gonna bring the coffee pot in. I'm not fucking about.
Do it.
I'm not fucking about. Tense times in the Lee household.
Oh, right. I thought you meant generally. I thought you were going to give us a unique perspective on international relations, but we're talking about very local relations.
Talking about Lucy Apples.
What's going on upstairs?
Lucy Apples is now an official part of the house.
But she's a quite violent part of the house, it transpires.
Clive follows Joy on Twitter.
We all follow Joy.
It's not going well with her and Pat's, and it's getting quite like all of the Pat's, Lucky, and Lucy Apples they've all got scratches all over them because they're fighting so much. Lux is spent. I think is that Lux over there, or is that's Lux? Yeah.
Yep.
is Pats and Lucy Apples is my worry, because Pats just lives under the chair in the bedroom now and doesn't. She went out all day. She was in the front, which she doesn't normally go to. So I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm spraying I've not got Feliway. I'm going to get some Feliway. I use a herbal thing, but I'm going to get some Feliway. I am spraying catnip all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's an adjustment, right? It's an adjustment, and it's an adjustment in the hierarchy. And let me just remind you that when we got the kittens, Willow was attacking the tent I had to keep them in because.
Yeah, but
and I
Willow's
thought she was
a
gonna...
bitch. She's my favourite of your cats, but she's a bitch. You'd agree with that. You'd agree.
She's
with
not
that.
a bitch. She just likes it the way she likes it.
She's tell her face she's not a bitch.
Listen, we can't all help our resting bitch face.
I like Willow because Willow lived with me for a week before Catherine, because Catherine got her and then went on holiday, so I had Willow for a week. It's what made me get Patty and George.
I got her spurred on by Ian. I said I can't get her because look, I'm going away, and so I'll be putting her straight into care. Is that what you call it? And he went, I'll take care of her. Go and get her.
That's what inspired me to get Patty and George, was having a proper tiny little.
But she wasn't tiny.
She was tiny.
She was on the border. That's why I got her cheap, because she wasn't tiny anymore. She was on the borderline.
How
of
old
being
was she? She was no more than 12 weeks.
She was about 11 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tiny.
Wow.
You're not supposed to be able to take them till 9 weeks. So yeah, she was tiny.
Well, she might have been 14 weeks actually.
Visionary says
she's not as tiny as the kittens, the babies were. Oh my God, they were so tiny.
Visionary says took Pansy 8 months to make friends. Yeah, I was reading. I'm doing some reading online today, and it can take up to eight months.
Oh, mine still don't like each other, but they tolerate each other.
Yeah,
occasionally Willow will swipe at them out of nowhere, but apart from that, they're cool. And they avoid each other. But apart from that, they're cool.
Having Lucy Apples is great. I'm very happy. Short sleeve t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt. I'm bringing it back, guys. Bringing it back.
Yes.
Something else happened.
What else happened?
Something else happened exciting to me. I've got loads. You can see there. I've got loads of boxes. Got 300 t-shirts there. Got some new cons that give me a blister.
I cut my mullet off. I'm trying to grow it down, but every now and again I just get a bit fed up with the wispy bits and cut them off. So in that way, it's never going to get longer, is it?
I'm sure I had something else to show.
What was it we were going to say?
I was fizzing with ideas, and they've just fizzed away. They've all just fizzed.
Oh yeah, we glossed over me being back in touch with an ex-boyfriend.
I don't think we mentioned it at all.
I did mention it. I don't think you were listening.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, but it's.
Nellie's here. Well, we can start.
It's all cool. It's all cool. Just exchanging updates.
Fluids.
No fluids. It was no. But it's very strange being back in touch with someone after 20 years and being grown-ups, but having last seen each other in your 20s. Anyway, Alistair.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You need tunes.
I just woke up.
Show off.
So yeah, a little bit sort of not thinking 100% clear right now.
Good. I want to talk to the tired, sleepy Alistair, the subconscious, unconscious Alistair that we don't normally get access to.
I'm here. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going all right. We just realised we've actually got nothing to say. I will be. Well, it has been quite a stressful, upsetting week with all of the Scout stuff. Today's been really good because we got a lawyer. Today we got a lawyer. It's one of the best in the country, and I'm really excited at that. But up until today, it's actually been a very stressful, depressing week around all of that stuff. So it's been a bit flat. Work is dead quiet. A few clients have finished. A few have gone down to once every 2, 3, 4 weeks. But actually, I'm not worrying about it. I'm kind of cool with it. I need to practice a little bit of self-care, Alistair. So I'm cool with work being quiet. I met a guy today who I'm going to go and see for a few sessions myself, a few counselling sessions. So, hey, Graham. So, and Liam. So that's how things are. But I've got nothing to say. Vader's inhaler is back.
Praise be.
So how's things with you, big man? Oh,
Yeah, not so bad. Still up and down, but I mean, I've had a decent week this week. I managed to sell a couple of things on eBay, which is a bonus.
You sold a bonus? So you sold boners on there?
No. BONUS, because
bonus.
Because I've got to sort of try and watch my pennies a bit better now these days.
Yeah.
So that's good. I managed to sell a record on eBay today, Ian.
Beautiful. What was it? Pink Floyd?
No, it was the KLF, the White Room.
Someone bought that.
Well, it goes for quite a bit because the KLF destroyed all their copies because they sort of went against the grain.
I did. Do you remember the KLF? Was it the Brits where they came on with machine guns and shot the audience?
Yeah.
Imagine doing that now.
They burned £1 million.
£1 million.
I remember the burning of £1 million. I didn't realise they destroyed their records.
Yeah.
I've got some TV shows for the people to watch. So,
good.
I finished Dark. Season 1, 10 out of 10. Season 2, 8 out of 5. Season 3, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. It's all like, you have to, the apocalypse, you have to come back to our time. No, you have to go forward to our time. Then they throw it in and you go, no, you have to come sideways to our world.
Oh, no.
It goes on. So season 3, a crock of shit. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of Severance. Here's 2 shows that I really enjoyed, right? First one, Black Summer. Have you heard of it?
Oh, okay. I've not, but I'll look it up. It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. 2 seasons. 8 episodes per season. Zombies, but done in a very different way. They do a lot of the scenes are one long shot. You can see bits where they cheated, but a lot of scenes are one long shot. It's one of those things where you'll see a bit of a story that won't make sense, and then it'll go back to the day before. 2 seasons, 8 episodes, complete story. It ends satisfactorily. Black Summer is one recommendation. Recomendazione numero 2. Right? I've watched 2.5 episodes. It's Icelandic. Please, I'm begging you, please, don't hold that against them. It's called something like, was it Korta, Konda, Kaka, Korta?
Katla.
I'm watching that.
The thing about the volcano.
Yeah.
Isn't it good?
Very good.
Isn't it good? I would no spoilers. This is what I'll tell you in the thing. So it's set in Iceland, right? There was a volcano, volcanic ash everywhere.
No, I remember.
Well, but no, this is 69. Hit the bell. It's volcanic ash everywhere, and everyone's evacuated this town apart from a few people that sort of live there and work there, and then suddenly a woman appears, covered in volcanic ash.
Is she the goddess of the volcano?
No, she's not. It's fucking. I'm on 2. How many episodes are you in, Alistair?
I think about 3 or 4. I think
it's only 8 episodes.
Very weird.
It's weird.
It doesn't really. Well, so far it hasn't given any notion about what the thing is.
Okay.
About
it's
the thing,
slow.
But,
it's silent. It's shot beautifully. What's it called?
Katla.
Katla.
I haven't been watching it. It was just on TV. I said, "Is that Katia or Katla?"
Katla is. It's fucking brilliant.
I've been watching a load of old shite,
oh.
Alistair.
Oh, you got me back on the muck.
Yes. Oh,
Catherine's got me on the muck.
Yeah.
Can't avoid it.
So what? I've been watching this thing called Dope Girls on BBC iPlayer. What a load of old shit! It really is.
Watching it.
Have you started watching it?
If Alistair's bailed, it must be awful.
It's absolute bag of balls. It really is. But Alistair, I'm trying to disconnect and stop listening to political podcasts, thinking about work.
Yeah, me too.
And so I wanted to watch something that was a load of shit, and I found it. And I may see it through to the end. I may just what I've been doing recently is getting quite into something, watching about 5 episodes and then just never touching it again. But I think I'm quite far in. But every single time I watch it, I think, what a load of shit this is. You know, they use expressions that are quite contemporary. It's supposed to be just after World War One. And like the decor and stuff is not right. And also the story is as far-fetched as shit from China. But
what's an unpleasant phrase?
But I will persist with it.
What's an unpleasant phrase?
Tell you what, Catherine, there's going to be tariffs on that shit.
There is. Hopefully it's from Temu, and then you get a 50% discount almost every time.
But Catherine has got me, and it's been mentioned by TD Hall in the chat. When I go around to Catherine's, she will spend an hour flicking through Sky, flicking through Netflix, and it's like, I've got to the point where I said, look, let's just find some shit. So as soon as we sit down, you put it on so we don't waste, because I'm only around your house for 2 or 3 hours. Let's not waste an hour looking at shit. Just put something on.
So the usual go-to is like 4 in a bed,
Place in the Sun, dinner dates. Dragon's Den.
Dates sometimes.
Dragon's Den.
Similar thing here. I've just stopped watching the news, and it's great because I just feel a whole lot better. But then I fill my time by watching old shows of Bullseye. Because, one of the greatest quiz shows ever made.
Magic.
I think,
yes, magic.
on television.
Super.
But I'm also being drawn back into the, I'm getting hooked back into maths, Australia.
Well, so are we.
This is what this woman has done to me.
You suggested it.
No!
You did.
Well, you made it I made Amir think the strawberries were his idea when they were mine. You made me think Maths Oz was my idea when it was yours.
It was either going to be
We're back in
Maths Oz
hate it.
or 90 Day Fiancé, and I think we chose the lesser of two.
However,
shits.
after Catherine and I making it fun this season, after all the weddings, we have to pick a partner
that we would marry.
that we would marry, and we have to stick with them for the rest of the season, however bad they turn out. However bad they turn out, we have to stick with them.
Just like real life, really.
You've both got experience in media matters and productions of one sort or other. Is it becoming more like scripted reality?
I don't think Maths Oz is. They get paid. I
Yes.
think we found out it's about $1,500 an episode.
I think it turned some time ago. It jumped that particular shark in that people were just doing it for the gram. There were a few last time around who were just doing it for the pictures, and to be on TV. I don't think many of them are really looking for love, but there are some.
I think there are some, and it's not scripted in the way things like Made in Chelsea and all of those things are, where it is. The way they do those programs is both of them will be standing around different corners, and they will say, right, you're going to go around there and you're going to bump into Tim. But Tim has been sleeping with Sarah. Off you go.
Yeah.
That's how that's done.
But I completely lost my train of thought.
My work here is done.
No, wait. It'll come back. Oh, the trick with that particular program, Maths Oz, and we're wise to it now, but even now it's sometimes difficult. The editing is tricksy.
You'll see. It will say cut on next week's episode, and it'll be someone going, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
The most shocking dinner party yet.
And it'll be someone going, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." And then when you watch the episode, he's looking at a steak on his plate, going, "Oh, this is delicious. I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yeah. And he said, and so she said, "I'm gonna." So exactly. So it's tricksy editing. It's tricksy editing.
I mean, it helps that the production values and how much they spend on it is enormous. It must be, with all the blooming holidays here, there, and everywhere.
Yes.
But also,
although when they do the dinner parties in that what looks like a firehouse, like there's going to be a load of firemen asleep upstairs. It's like a warehouse.
Well, the couple that we're only like 2 or 3 episodes in. But the couple that got married in like a fucking burnt out, vandalised hellhole.
That's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. Imagine.
Alistair, always good to hear your sleepy voice.
Have a good one. Cheers.
I am playing a video game with Kim on, my 13-year-old son, playing it remotely. It's called Split Fiction. We are having a blast. We are having have you listened to the audio closely on Math Stars? Yeah, it's edited to pieces. You can hear it. We are having a blast. It's a co-op game. I'm going to show you one bit. It's this bit is in the trailer, I think. Basically, it's a very silly story. It's a load of writers have been gathered by this publisher. Supposedly, they're going to sell their stories, but actually, they're put in these pods, and they've got this AI machine that's harvesting their ideas.
Oh.
2 people fall in the same pod. One's a sci-fi writer, one's a fantasy writer. They've got to play all these games to escape. Oh no, it's fucking brilliant, right? It's so funny. Let me show you this. So one of the games, it's like lots of different mini games. And one of them is they're riding a motorbike, like a space motorbike, and one of them has to defuse a bomb, right? While the other one drives. Oh my God. It is that we were pissing ourselves. There's a bit where you got to find cats.
Oh, I like that.
The bit we got to find.
I do that in IRL life.
When I come on the computer game show, I'll tell you about the 2 glitches where we had to restart stuff. Did you find, David, I don't know if you're still here, did you find the Dark Souls tribute in there? Here we go. Let's find the bit. Hang on, this is it. It's this. All right, this is absolutely brilliant. Look at this. I'll turn this down a little bit, it's quite loud. So, one of you's riding a motorbike, the other one's on the back, you got to defuse a bomb, right?
Get ready! What's going on? It's a self-destruct protocol! Major, Mamma Mio! Major! Well, we did seal it, didn't we? Can we stop it?
Don't worry about the dialogue. This is hilarious.
Just fix it!
So she's got to undo the bomb on the phone, right?
Self-destructed.
You've got to click the boxes! Then you got to do T's and C's!
Self-destructed. 50 seconds.
You got to read through the T's and C's! Me and Kim, then you got to type that. Me and Kim were pissing ourselves.
That reminds me of when you're making a purchase on your phone, right? And it says, can you please acknowledge this purchase on your banking app?
Oh.
So you're going across and then you go back and then it goes black. And you,
It is so funny, right? And the game is so much fun. And what is beautiful about it is, I think we started playing it Monday. And every night this week, I've had a text from Kim at 4:30. Yeah, but can you play tonight? Yeah, I can. I'll call you at 6. Okay. Then I get a text at 6 going, you free? Yeah, I'm free. I go upstairs. And last night we played 2.5 hours. And we were playing it on the headset, obviously. I don't need to say that. And we were having so much fun. And he's really patient because I'm shit at games now, it turns out. There was a bit where, right in the early on, you've got to dodge. And it's like, press X to dodge. And I couldn't do it. And he went, are you pressing X? I went, yeah. It's an Xbox controller, not a PlayStation controller. The X is in a different place. And I'm so rubbish at like all the jumpy bits and stuff. And he's very patient. 2.5 hours last night, laughing a lot, trying to solve these puzzles that aren't that hard, but do require a little bit of thought.
oh, don't do that.
Sorry. It's great. Split Fiction. That's my review. And what's great, right?
Well, don't give me any more.
I'll be up all night. All right. That's what I'm hoping for, girl. And what is great, right? It sold 1 million copies in the first 48 hours, right? So you play it on separate computers, so you need 2 copies of it. No, you don't. Only one person needs to buy it. Yeah, they made A Way Out, the prison game.
Yeah.
Which you didn't play because your internet was
find a way out. Well, also, I just ended up walking in corners all the time, looking up.
We had a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. Stopping playing with my son tonight for you guys. That's how important you are to me. But
and I've got tiny furniture to build. And
Sunday night, man. Sunday night. I'm back. We're back on the old SF, the Split Fiction. Paulie D, give me a number. Paulie D.
Already?
Paulie D. I got the coffee sweats, baby. I'm doing an ADHD workshop It Takes Two. It's the same people, that made that, and that was a lot of fun. I would say this is better than It Takes Two. Oh, also, I'm a guest on a really nerdy, geeky podcast called The Retro Adventurers. It's about text adventures. And I love that podcast so much.
You're on a mountain path. Ahead of you is a dragon. Yeah. Will you dodge right or left?
It's all about that, and I'm a guest on that. If you want to go and listen, it's a lot of fun. If you do go and listen, tell them I sent you. And it's nice. 52. Thank you, Paulie D. Oh my God, I got the coffee sweats, and I fucking love it. Fucking love it.
What?
I was going to say something.
Tell them what happened when you went on the Eldorado Facebook page earlier. The message on there.
Well, I didn't go on there. It just pops up in my feed. There was someone who posted a message about Eldorado on there. I don't know what.
No, I didn't realise. He was reading it out loud and I was thinking, God, this poor woman, she's getting slagged off on Facebook of all places. I wonder which sister-in-law she's pissed off. Then I realised which page you were on and who they were talking about. They were talking about the braless French woman and calling her all kinds.
I just feel I should acknowledge the Paul Denan's autopsy came out, and that poor man. It's one of those things. I hadn't spoken to him for ages, and I wish I had. That poor bloke. Very, very sad. And I was on Facebook, and it popped up in the news feed, and loads of people writing, "Who is he? Who is he?" And I did spend a bit of time replying. He was a mate of mine. That's really sad. But also, I'm on a Slough Facebook page. A lot of racism on there. I'm enjoying calling it out. There was one about block of flats that didn't have a lift. And the picture was it would appear as someone of Asian descent, and someone went, well, they should be happy they got somewhere to live.
Bloody hell. And
I replied, twat. And then there was there's a lot of thinly veiled racism. Someone complaining about drivers, and it said something like, it's always the same group of people. So I replied, is it the same group of people? ? Because she's obviously there. But then someone hadn't read the thing and said to me, what do you mean, is it the same group of people? And I said, well, I'm replying to the original page. He goes, I've read it. What do you mean, is it the same group of people? And before I could come back, the admin turned off comments on that post.
People could be horrible, can't they?
People can be horrible. I could write a musical in the style of Wick. Oh, do you know, I wish I could remember my COVID musical, because that was genuinely brilliant.
I remember the gist.
It's about a man bumming a bat.
No, he put his...
What did he do?
You didn't say which orifice. You did say what went in.
I am really holding back. I've got something so vulgar, I could say, that is an important part of my life right now. But I said it to Scott Balcony. Even he was disgusted.
Tell me.
Oh, no, it's too vulgar to tell you.
Come on now. Turn it down.
I'm going to say really horrible things that will be embarrassing.
Be embarrassing for you. Turn it down and tell me. Cover your mouth.
I can't do it. I can't tell you. I didn't want to tell you.
I think we need to slow things right down.
I do. Why are we disconnected? If you send me £15 via the stream.
Yeah, do you know what?
Hang on a minute.
Even YouTube's decided enough's enough.
If you send me £15 via Ko-fi, this is separate from the Patreon, right? This is separate. If you send me £15 via Ko-fi, I will tell you that vulgar story. Vulgar.
Send me $14.99 and I'll tell you.
Send me $14.90. What did Paulie D say? He said 52, I think, didn't he? Mm-hmm. 52 is exactly.
I don't think that's a correct approach to that particular problem. I'm going to say it.
It honestly, it's the
only
only
thing
thing
that's going to make it worse.
No. It was it was like scratching it from behind.
That might have been the reason you had it in the first place.
No, you don't get it from that.
Friction. Reverse friction.
Reverse friction was my nickname. Right, come on, enough of this. I look hot. My hair looks great. It's the new hairdressers. I'm paying significantly more extra, actually. And I can't look in there and do the hand. It's that hand, isn't it? Because I swap sides. I found a picture of me with my parting on this side from the old days, from like 3 months ago. I didn't recognise myself.
Cool story, bro.
I do. But fucking look at it, man. Look at it. Isn't it? I shouldn't do that because someone will scan it and 3D print me. Do you know what? I give you permission to 3D print me.
What
Okay?
will they do with it?
I think you know what they'll do with it. They'll do wrong things with it. It would be like franchising my body, like Waterstones. It's a franchise.
Like
Specsavers.
Like Wimpy.
Wimpy. I want Wimpy. I don't want a Wimpy. Succulent Wimpy meal.
Anyway.
Disappointing Chinese this week, wasn't it? Yeah. It was disappointing. They're normally quite good there. Next time, we never have a Chinese on a Monday, because that's when most of them are shut. We'll have one any other day of the week, and we'll go to the really good one. What's it called? Wingnut or something? We'll go there.
Wingnut?
The one round the corner.
Mayflower?
Yep.
See Dave at the Mayflower.
My hair looks incredible, though, doesn't it? Is this the hottest you've ever seen me? What's the hottest you've ever seen me? Share that with them. What's the hottest? Not any of that stuff.
What stuff?
You know what stuff. But that stuff aside, what's the hottest you've ever seen me? What's been the give me moments when you see me and go, "Whoa."
I don't think this is a conversation I'd like to have in public.
Means she's thinking it now. Right.
Is that what it means?
That's what it means.
Is that what it means?
Let's get in there. Let's watch this shit. Because someone's got to do it. Can I just say...
Oh.
What?
Just put it on.
Shut up. The people watching this programme on the UK television channel, they're already 15 episodes ahead of us.
Because they cut out all the wrong ones.
We have been watching this since August the 12th, 2023.
Must be tired. We are. We're exhausted. Right, go on, press play. Go on.
Oh, God.
Who's going to be the first person we see? I'm going to go...
Oh, I've got to email that director.
Snowy.
No. What? How did it end last time?
Can't remember.
Guys, how did last week?
Unsatisfactorily.
I think it will be Miss King.
Olive King.
Oh, kidnap storyline coming up soon. Pilar gets kidnapped.
Pilar.
So we got a bunny, we got a Drew. Who are you saying?
I'm going to say Snowy.
Okay, here we go. Who are we going to see first? It'll be the square, and it'll be a man pushing a bicycle.
Yes. Or a donkey.
A donkey pushing a bicycle.
We haven't seen a donkey for a while.
Oh, and apparently the dirty old man with the horny tooth woman is a bigamist.
When?
In now.
In real life?
No, in Eldorado life.
Oh, have you just done a spoiler?
Bye, Andy. Yeah. You can't spoil a 33-year-old television
show.
Nelly, how many pause...
Oh, is that who that woman is in the restaurant?
Oh, fuck. No. Oh, that's how it ended.
Go.
Nelly, are you keeping a pause count?
I'm on about 4 already.
Has Marcus ever had an opening scene? I don't think... Oh. I feel like itching myself.
Don't you dare.
Not that way, is it?
Are you doing it?
No, I'm not doing it. You'd hear it. It's got to be a really violent one.
Okay, go. Not that.
Who will we see?
Oh.
Oh, it's the mystery woman. Okay, she doesn't count. She doesn't count.
No, wait. Has to be a recurring character.
Miss King. Miss King. Miss King. Miss King. Miss King. Miss...
Oh,
these fucking boring pricks. Nelly says he can't be asked counting. Well done, Nelly. You passed the test. You passed the not as sad as we've been talking about you privately behind your back test. Well done.
What if she doesn't want to come back? Have you thought of that?
I thought of nothing else.
She's not coming back because she
Hang on.
has to be dubbed.
Why when they walk, it sounds like horses clip-clopping. Listen to the clip-clopping of their feet. Listen. Nelly, apology accepted, mate. Thank you. Okay, listen to them walking.
What if she doesn't want to come back? Have you thought of that?
I thought of nothing else.
What do we do then? Sell up and move back?
It's horses.
Yeah, it sounds like they're walking. Oh, that reminds me. When I went to LA, we went to.
Did you go to LA?
Yes.
You never talk about it.
And we went behind the scenes at. It was Sony Pictures, which was the former Columbia Studios, and we went in the Foley artist's room. It was fascinating, right? It's one main guy that does it.
Do they still use walking on snow custard powder? That's how they used to do custard. Used to do snow.
They told me how they did it. They've got different surfaces
Custard
in the room,
powder for snow.
right? Different room, and there's like a sand pit, and they showed me how they do the Spider-Man webs.
They just do that, don't they?
No, pulled out tapes.
Here's the thing, right?
And they have a whip like a big stick, whoosh, 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 and then when it actually sticks, it's them crunching tape.
Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand why. I still don't. I've worked in television. I've worked in movies. I still don't understand why you need a Foley artist. Why can't you just record them walking? Why have you got to have someone in a small room? Right, they're walking.
He's got all different kinds of shoes.
Of course he has.
And he's got high heels.
Squeaky trainers.
That he
high
wears.
heels. Right, but why? Okay, so there's someone playing tennis. So.
Yeah, because they don't mic the ball up.
But why the fuck? Just fucking. If you film something on your phone, you can hear it.
They have to announce it.
I think it's bullshit. It's the great Foley artist scam.
Also, sometimes I'm gonna break this to you. Sometimes they're not in a proper outdoors. Maybe it's a sound stage. By the way, I saw the sound stage where they made Wizard of Oz. True fact.
Ourselves?
First things first. First we'll see what the problem is, and then we'll go on from there.
I know what the problem is.
They're dubbed over. They're dubbed over.
Yes.
What if she doesn't want to come?
No, it's ADR. I've had to do ADR. Audio. I've had to do ADR where you're in a studio and you got a double line over either because they've changed a word or they didn't get the audio. Fuck me. It's the hardest thing to do.
It's when they go, forget you.
It's the hardest thing to do.
Back. Have you thought of that?
I thought of nothing else.
What do we do then? Sell up and move back ourselves?
First things first. First we'll see what the problem is, and then we'll go on from there.
I know what the problem is.
Why is there a dog in an airport?
Service dog. Drug dog.
I'm sure it's not the only reason.
Oh, so now something I've done as well.
Who knows what's going on in her mind? Until I've sat down and talked to her, I don't know, do I?
Until I've sat... As he's demonstrating by his even worse acting than usual, dubbing over is tough, man. So actors get the big bucks.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps it wasn't only that business with Isabel.
Look, Lena, I have to go now.
Look, it could be 1,000,001 things we don't know about.
Or maybe they're not dubbed over, they're just really, really shit today.
Why do we always have to take the blame?
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
She could have been upset about something in the school, about Arnaud. It could be anything.
I'll call you as soon as I get there. Huh?
She's gonna have it off with the Frenchman. She's gonna have it off at the tennis club. She'll be bouncing his balls and squeezing his racket.
It'll be love all.
Don't worry.
Tell her how much I miss her. Give her a big kiss, will you?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll talk to you soon.
Really do. See you.
When's this performance on then?
Schizophrenic.
Sensitively portrayed.
He's in yellow. The whole time he's been mad, he's been in yellow.
Well, you're not thinking of going, surely?
No. Got the bar to run, haven't I?
Wish I had the same excuse.
I've got pop to heat up behind bar.
Be my guest.
Who's this beautiful young lady?
Here, come on, Gav, shake yourself.
Everyone on the Facebook page thinks this is really good acting for these two.
Also,
shortly before they leave the series.
The term is not shake yourself, it's shape yourself, isn't it? Shape yourself, not shake yourself.
I've never heard either of those phrases ever.
Oh, my mum and dad used to tell me to shape myself.
Shake yourself.
Shape.
Shake yourself.
Gavin, there's customers waiting to be served.
All right, then. What's it to be?
He should get his knob out.
If they ask for sex on the beach, they're going to get more than they bargained for, aren't
She's
they?
looking at us. We see ya.
See, because I've got to shake myself. Fish, chips, mushy peas? Or how about a nice meat and tater pie, madam? No? Well,
I'd like a meat.
how about some kippers, eh? Came in fresh this morning. Can't beat a nice kipper, that's what me dad
Oh, starting to think he's actually gone a little bit far.
always says. I bet your dad says the same, eh? Yes, I thought so. 2 kippers here, Alan.
There's sandwiches, crisps, Coke. Forget that, Gav. Just pull in your leg.
No.
Sandwiches,
It's
crisp,
them.
Coke, all warm.
They're the ones, not me. I'm innocent.
You sit down and behave yourself, okay?
Oh, stand up, sit down, shake.
Harsh! How dare you? How dare you? How dare you put that filth in our clean, friendly, safe chat?
What did he say?
Often shake myself.
Dirty boy.
Harsh! I'm not going to time you out. You're going to time you out. You are going to self-impose a 5-minute timeout. Not to shake yourself in, you dirty bastard. Self-imposed 5-minute timeout.
He'll be able to shake himself twice in that.
Don't encourage it.
Yourself? I wish he'd make his mind up.
Got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me in the background.
Visionary! You've timed Harsh out. I told him it was a self-imposed timeout. Now you've timed him out. Visionary, self-imposed 6-minute timeout for you.
Are you having burnout like I did yesterday? Because that sounded very similar.
Fucking cough.
All right, enough.
Visionary, right? You're being unmodded. I told you self-imposed timeout, and 10 minutes. Disconnected.
This is what it's like working at the White House now, I imagine. Oh.
I need to switch my Wi-Fi off and on again. I do. Oh.
Alan.
Excuse me a minute.
Yeah? Yesterday when we spoke, I think I might well have been wrong. I think you should get him to see a doctor as soon as possible.
Oh.
How can you see through that rear windscreen?
It's almost as filthy as my car.
That's fine.
The wiper.
They didn't back then, did they?
Didn't they?
Not always. I mean, that car there has, but they didn't always.
Really?
Yeah.
She should take her hands out of her pockets. If she falls, she's going straight over.
Who's this fucker? We've not seen this. Look at that.
Father.
It's the bishop. Yeah, I know, but we've not seen him before. This is like a Spanish priest as opposed to the good old CFE.
El cura.
That is the coolest guy we have seen on Eldorado. I'd fucking love to wear that shit. Absolute. Oh, I saw 2 women, separate women, wearing capes yesterday.
I love a cape.
Oh, I love a cape. I want to dress like this dude in a cape. What was it with...
I saw something on TikTok yesterday.
Go on.
They're selling, right, forget hoodies now. There was a cape. It was like a wizard cape.
Buy it. No. I messaged someone on TikTok that was selling hooky computer game stuff saying, tell me more. What was it with Vickers and Tarts in the 70s? That was weird, wasn't it? Where did that come from? Someone must have Was it from a TV show? Did they actually have Vickers and Tarts parties, or was that just in Terry and June?
I'm pretty sure they did have the Vickers and Tarts parties.
It feels like the Tarts got a rum deal. Because the Vickers got to see the Tarts. The Tarts just got to see Vickers. Yeah. So they were seeing boobs and stockings and things, and they've just seen blokes in
But they were very in fashion in the tabloids, weren't they, Vickers? Disgraced Vickers and fallen women.
There was a terrible...
It's a variation on The Actress Said to the Bishop, isn't it?
There was a terrible story about... it was a horrible story about an ex-mayor who died in a horrific sex game. And it was very detailed. He was a drug addict, and it was a sex game, and he died, and it was horrific. And then
it was a solo sex game.
It was a solo sex game. You can imagine it. And then someone retweeted it and wrote, "Vaccinated?" ? Vaccinated? 3 question marks. Katie says, Mum and Dad went to one. Mum was pregnant, so Dad went to the start. It's a horrible... Why is everyone posting horrible things in our chat this evening?
I remember when my grandma got married in her 70s, it was because...
She was pregnant. Shotgun.
No, she didn't want people to think she was a tart. And I said, Grandma, if I can be a tart in my 70s, I bloody will.
You will, Catherine. You're certainly keeping up that batting average, so good.
Get your hands out your pockets, Pilar. You'll fall over.
Going to the doctors because we think she's pregnant. No, she bottled it! He has never worn...
He's the only doctor.
It's good that he's got some time off from the restaurant.
Restauranting, yes.
Half of the time he won't get out of bed in the morning. Or he just sits there, doing nothing.
Nothing at all.
Didn't you lose your father recently?
And Gavin...
Didn't you use your father? Oh, Mr. Yentob.
Why you do this?
I think about that at least twice a day.
What a
Mr.
man.
Yentob. What? Crawl man. He doesn't say A. What? Crawl man.
And took it bad. We both did. But it happens to all of us in time. Life's
Glad
got
they
to
got
go...
the hand washing shot.
Well, this was pre-COVID. They predicted it.
One.
Have you asked him to seek help?
Sick help?
That's why I'm here. What? Hang on. Have I asked him to... what the fuck?
Medical advice.
You're the doctor!
Doctor?
Oh, I sounded like a Dalek then. You're the doctor!
Oh, dear.
So, right, hang on, sorry. So I've come to talk to you because I think my brother's had a nervous breakdown to try and get medical advice. And your medical advice is to get him to go and ask medical advice. Thanks very much. I'll have spaghetti carbonara, please.
You see, if I call round, he may get even more paranoid.
Yeah, that's why I've come to see you.
Fucking hell, he's so shit. He's not a doctor, and every time he's sat there in that white coat, he's close to getting rumbled. So he just has to bullshit.
That's he's not physically ill.
But he isn't right. He doesn't know what he's saying most of the time. If Mum were here, it'd be different. But she's got enough on her plate. You've got to do something, Doctor, or I'm going to go...
Auntie Brenda, isn't she?
Go bar me and all. I just can't handle it.
Get him to come and see me.
He won't.
Then you must
Okay,
keep
bollocks
on.
to him then.
The rules are just the same as they are in England. I cannot force him to take treatment.
Cannot force him to what? Take women?
Treatment.
Okay, but you could go and see him.
But yeah, and also the rules are the same as in England. If someone is not able to look after themselves, you have a duty of care, right?
Oh, do you?
If he's not got capacity to ask for help, does that mean you just leave him to it? I didn't realise there was that rule.
Look, when I see him, I'll have a chat with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for.
Oh, thanks very much.
See if I can find out what is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's what.
Do a bit of doctoring, doctor.
That's what I'm asking for. What the fuck? Am I going fucking mental? What the fuck are you saying? I get it's a second language and all that, But you know that's what I'm here for and what I've just asked you to do, and you said no, and then you've come up with it as though it's your own idea. Fuck me. Broken, mended. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So there's a bit in Split Fiction.
Oh, no.
There's a bit in Split Fiction. They've made a mistake here, where you go to this place. You got to find these cats, right? And it's we were in this. It's like a little side quest. We were in it for about half an hour because you can do spells and all of this shit. Then it glitched because I went invisible and I couldn't become uninvisible. Anyway, there's a bit where there's like a bit of dirt land, and you can, through magic, you can plant flowers, right?
Oh, your allotment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you can plant them in any pattern you want. So Kim wrote F, U. He said, Daddy, look at what I'm writing. And then he did an N and went, it's fun. I said, Kim. So I then crossed that out and I wrote fuck. But
you should have done a crying cactus.
Well, I did draw a penis, and then I thought, I'm playing my son, I probably shouldn't do that. But you could have drawn swastikas. You could have written anything offensive. There was no thing. I drew a dick and wrote fuck, right? And there was nothing in the game that went, So just be careful.
Wild.
It's such a
Definitely don't do that.
Oh, it's such a good game. It's so much fun.
Don't write anything rude.
Someone's written Arsenal FC. Red Hot Chili Peppers! In perhaps the greatest reveal of all time, a hand was moved. We could see on his cast the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Surely they should be writing that band he went to see with his mum the other night.
What they call Broken
See
Window?
if I can find out what is wrong. Okay?
This is the greatest
It
reveal.
does say broken window. It does say broken window. Top. Broken.
Broken window! Oh my God! This is better than Bobby Ewing coming out of the shower. The greatest reveal of all time. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I knew it was his mum writing on his cast.
Oh,
Careful,
Joy, steady.
you've got another kill shot.
You remember those gigs we used to go to in London?
Yeah.
You were different.
Name the bands. Name the bands. Name the bands.
Different then.
What is I?
What is I?
Is I?
Is I?
Well, it's a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
In Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible says, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a king was born today, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
I don't believe in looking back, Clive.
Looking back
why
over my shoulder.
She never looks back. If you watch, she's telling the truth.
Very forward
She
thinking.
never looks back.
Very forward thinking, this one.
Always.
It's now and the
Side,
future
but never back.
that are important.
You know, when you sent me to boarding school, I really hated you.
She's acting. She's listening, acting.
Hurt.
Hurt.
Hurt
Listening. Acting.
I know.
I know. They're having a heart-to-heart on a beach.
A heart-to-heart.
A heart-to-heart with Baby Clive on the beach.
Baby Clive.
Sorry. I just hoped you'd realise in time that it was the only thing I could do.
Right. Let's talk about sending kids to boarding school. Of course, it's not the only thing. You send them to boarding school, then you move to run a really shitty bar in a shitty part of Spain. So your decision was, send him to boarding school, and then I'm going to move to a foreign country. She could have taken over the carpet business if she'd wanted to.
Carpet business.
She chose not to. So don't give it, oh, that's the only thing I could do. What's that fuck?
It was what was best for you, for both of us.
And there it is. There it is. It's what was best for you, but for me. It was what was best for me.
You are good at this.
Yeah, baby.
I was busy setting up my bar. It wouldn't have been fair to keep you with me.
Oh my God! So it was simply for the shitty bar. It wasn't any other reason. She was busy. It would have fucking taken her 5 minutes to set that bar up.
5 minutes to set up the bar, 3 minutes to put the horse brasses up. What a load of bollocks.
I am raging at this. We've lost 20 viewers since we started this. You're missing out.
I've been cutting lemons on a side plate, and it's just not safe for babies.
I was busy setting up my bar. So I sent you to boarding school in a different country. Incredible.
It's different now. I'm established here. I've got a good business.
Where? Can we see it? Because it ain't that shitty bar with the one with fucking that Trish Valentine singing ba-diddly bop bop. Do you remember that?
Ba-diddly bop bop.
When I got something to tell you, ba-diddly bop bop.
Thank God you told me that.
I sent you to boarding school so I could get an old lesbian woman to sing ba-diddly bop bop.
In sequence.
In sequence.
And I could chug Drew out twice a fortnight.
Ba-diddly bop.
Do you remember when Drew got really pissed and Nessa had to tow him home?
That was under the old regime. Wouldn't happen under the new one.
Oh, was that around the same episode where the drama was everyone offering to give her a push?
That was an episode. Nelly says, never has a character plummeted so far in such a small amount of time. Literally, I mean, it's been 20 minutes, but in 20 seconds of dialogue, we learn she sent her son to boarding school in a different country so she could set up a shitty bar in the urbanisation.
Yeah, on the outskirts of Fuengirola.
Fuck me. I've never seen more than 15 people in there, even on Billy Ocean night.
Go.
You had a business back in England, man.
Oh my God, we didn't know this! Oh my God!
What was the business?
It gets worse!
Please say it was another shit bar.
We had Terry too.
Clive, you only remember the good times. Sure, I had fun with Terry, but it was also hell.
What was the business you had in the UK?
Was it carpets?
Was it carpets?
You know what he was like towards the end.
I cannot wait to meet Terry. I'm hoping we get like a Lovejoy style, old rock star with like a mullet and an earring. All right, babe. A bit of that. All right, babe. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Oh, please let it be Paul Nicholas.
Oh.
What a dreamboat.
What have you got here apart from the bar?
Essex. David Essex.
Essex.
My independence.
And are you really happy with that?
What? So he said, what have you got here apart from bar? She goes, my independence, right? But you don't see your kid. You've got no relationship with your kid.
Yeah.
You're fucking miserable.
And your best mate's out chasing toy boys.
And when they do go out together, they make jokes about having sex with children. Yes, that's a true story.
I'm really happy you're here.
Tell your face.
Things aren't the same, Mum. We're not. You're not the same.
Of course I'm the same.
Imagine having this conversation with your actual mother at any point in your life. As a, 16-year-old boy, as a 52-year-old woman. Imagine having that conversation. No thanks.
I would have to imagine it, as I'm not that.
You all right, Mum? Yeah, me too. All right, what's on telly? That's all I want.
I'll see my mum. I will not be having this conversation.
No.
I might.
No.
I might not.
Nope.
I'm settled here. I'm getting myself together. I'm content.
She's not really, though, is she? She's always got a face on.
This is making me really angry.
All right, well, it's...
She's so selfish.
Selfish.
Oh.
Is that enough?
Visionary, can I check? Are you back in the chat now after your public shaming? Is that noise? Yes.
What do you really want, Mum?
Jenna says, evening, sorry I'm late. Any chance we can start the episode again? Oh, it's a good one. Luke, I just saw you signed up. Luke literally signed up moments ago. Fuck off. Not you, sorry. Luke just signed up. Finally on Patreon. Eldorado fever got the best of me. Wow. We've been losing people because of Eldorado. You're the first one we got. Jenna, this is go back and watch, because this is perhaps the greatest episode of Eldorado we've ever seen.
Jenna, if you're going back and watch it now, and you'll probably beat us to the end of it.
Can I tell you something sad about Jenna? So she's been on this journey with us, right? She recently went back and started this journey again,
I know.
right? And then she's also watching it on the telly. She has seen the food safari 3 times. That's nuts, right?
Can you, if you've seen that 3 times, can you tell me what the point of that was? Because they all got ill, but then, and there was some talk about melting fridges, but it never got resolved, did it?
Honestly, we have just found out, Jenna, as you probably know, because you're watching this on the other thing. Anyway, you can't have
Oh.
What I really want now
is a hug.
Is to go and get that bar open. Come on.
That's the bar. It's divided us.
Why is she
Careful.
walking backwards?
Hold your cat. She doesn't look back.
She
She
is.
had to turn around.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell, Harsh! Fucking hell, man! Can you read that?
Yes, I don't want to say it.
I'm going to say it for the podcast listeners. My accountant, our accountant, has said, I've done the shake and vac and got the freshness back. Fucking hell, man. What's this mean? Oh, she looked at the camera and then she smiled and realised she looked at the camera and oh, look at this. Oh, you are busted. You ain't never getting a part in front of the camera ever again. Probably not even going to let you be background at the bar or on the beach. Never happening, baby. You blew it. You blew it. Fucked it. Fucked it. Look at that. And she pulls her face to go, oh, fucked it. Watch. She pulls I fucked it face.
But they haven't got time to go back.
No.
So that's there
Right.
forever.
So, she's happy. Big part. Oh, looks at the camera. Look. Oh, I fucked it. I fucked it. Look. Here you go. Fucked it. I think I fucked it. Can we go? No, we haven't got time. do you think? Yeah, we noticed. We haven't got time. Okay, do you still need me tomorrow? No, we're not.
Take your stuff.
Yeah, we're not. No, we're not filming tomorrow, so don't bother turning up. She fucked it.
Marcus Tandy there, dressed as the tiles. No, too close.
Problem Child. Right, okay, now this is interesting. There's a film called Problem Child, right?
Yeah.
Who did the theme tune
to it?
The monkeys.
Close.
The Lens.
Funny enough, I was thinking about this song today. Right, close your eyes and don't look. And I'm going to play it. And I want you to tell me.
You'll get it straight away, right? Who? Who do you
don't look at? Who do you think that is?
Steve Winwood.
That's the voice of the angel that sang God Only Knows.
It's the Beach Boys!
One of them to tick up my palm.
Yeah. Yeah. Name one other stream in the world that's playing Problem Child as performed by the Beach Boys from that movie there, Problem Child. Let's get to the chorus.
We go, this is Mike.
It's the Beach Boys, guys. It's the same band that did Good Vibrations. God only knows. Wouldn't it be nice? And Wipe Out with the Fat Boys. So actually kind of makes sense. Right, all right.
You know, I hear myself talking to Clive. I sound exactly like my mother.
I'm sure everyone's the same.
She has got zero self-awareness. Zero.
But she's happy. It would have
She's happy, yeah.
That face is a face of happiness.
What's the microphone? Hang on, where are the microphones doubled, please? Because someone said that before. Where are the microphones doubled, please? When I play that... When I play the Beach Boys. How is that possible? Please? Is that what you're saying, please? In the chat. When I play Problem Child... What, on this scene? So the whole time... What? The whole... Are they doubled now? Ah. Now, all right. Hold the line, please, caller. Where is that other one coming from? So there's balls.
Oh. Fixed it. Fixed it. Fixed it. Fixed it. How can it still be echoey? Right, what? Right, it's not echoey now. Is it echoey now? It can't be. It cannot be echoey now. When we're in the bottom right, is it echoey now? When we're in the bottom right. Don't want to hear from you, Harsh, because you'll make a joke about wanking. It's
fixed.
No. Is it fixed? Right. Is it fixed now? Don't just say yes or no. Thank you, guys. I apologise. I apologise.
It wasn't my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault.
Yeah, so you're pointing and I can hear you being
I'm
licky.
I'm just pointing at my tash. Look.
Oh.
Here we go. We're back. We're back.
I think I married his father just to spite her.
Okay.
It's dreadful, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, it
you're
is
not coming out of
actually.
this well, Joy.
She married Baby Clive's father to spite her mum.
How you doing there, Snowy?
Oh, getting there.
Oh, he's fixing that, is he?
He's fixing the karaoke machine. What the fuck does he know about karaoke machines? I bet. Do you remember? You won't remember. In our Wiedersehen Pet, the first one, when Jimmy Nail got up and sang a song and he had a beautiful voice like a child. I bet Snowy could sing like a child. You can yawn. Just yawn.
I'm trying not to show my gaping cake hole.
What happened to the one after him, the musician?
Oh, look at that. He looks like an angel with a halo. It's just the brass plate.
I'd rather not talk about him if you don't mind.
Well, he sounded great.
He was, yeah. He could charm the birds off the trees.
They really are foreshadowing his arrival, aren't they?
But,
maybe not.
Oh,
This show doesn't make any sense.
like I said,
You'd rather not talk about
oh, we had some great times. We had some awful times. It's over now. End of story.
Joy, it's never over.
What does that mean? They're doing that thing of speaking in the way that no one ever speaks.
He's so wise.
What do you mean it's never over? Does that mean that we are constantly in relationships with the people that we ended the relation? What does that mean?
It's never over.
Well, it literally is.
It's never over.
Is that what it is?
It's never over.
It is for me.
Oh, that's that then.
So what about Clive? How did they get on?
Fine.
Saint Freddy.
Like I said, don't really want to talk about him. Let's talk about Paco.
Well, too well, in fact.
How's he enjoying his stay so far?
Oh, I think it's good. He's meeting Blair and the rest of the gang after school. They're going to the ball.
Don't forget, Blair tried to blackmail this gentleman for being gay.
Tried to expose him as a homosexual.
Fighting museum?
Well, rather him than me.
I've never been myself. What did they have? Just old costumes of matadors, I think?
They've got one there with a hole right through it where some matador got gored to death. I
A matador glory hole, if you will.
hated every second.
Gory hole.
Gory hole. There you go, kids. That's it. You've earned your money this week.
There's the title for the pod.
Gory hole. I think we're about 3, 4, 5 episodes into. I think we're about 3 episodes, TD Hall, into the new regime, of having a complete takeover now.
There, that should be all right now.
Whoever heard that before?
Inbuilt obsolescence. That's what it is. They want you to throw it away and buy a new one.
No, just throw it away. Stop bloody singing.
Japanese all over. It's the only thing that keeps their economy booming.
That's the Japanese all over. There's our little bit of racism for the day. It's the Japanese all over.
Bye now. See you both later.
Hey, you coming to Trisha's gig tonight?
Oh, fuck no. But it'll live up. But
Why did he have to fix it?
Of course. She needs all the support she can get.
Mysterious lady, we don't know who or what you are.
Hello. What can I get you? Just a cup of coffee, please. Sure.
In a Segafredo cup? Yes, please.
Why don't you sit
I
down?
have a less aging hairdo as well. Oh, sorry, I see I've come to the wrong place.
I'll bring it over to you. Do you take milk sugar? No, thank you.
On holiday?
None of your fucking business.
She's going to say that.
Sort of. Just looking around.
Oh, I was the same myself. I came for a sort of holiday and stayed.
Snowy is the general factotum around here.
What does factotum mean? What is it? I don't know what it means.
A factotum, isn't that just like a helper, an assistant? But I thought she was going to say, call him like Clinton calls it. Says he's a fakir.
She's got the same hair as Gene Simmons from Kiss.
You must know everyone then.
Here we go now. It's getting juicy.
Who do you want to know? Who do you want to know?
Well,
I don't suppose you'd like to join me.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, I'll take that, Joy. And one for me, please.
Sure.
Careful, guys. There's a bull outside.
He's peeping at you.
Well, here we are then.
Too close. Oh, she's got sweetener. Oh, she's got sweetener.
Brought her own.
Good for her.
You'll be staying at the hotel.
There's a period, but she's got her own sweetener.
Near the marina, I expect.
That's right.
While you're having a
Too
look
many, you'll get a
around.
runny bum.
You couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh,
The recession. There's apartments here going for a song.
really?
There you go.
Thanks, Joy.
I've often thought a place like this must be very incestuous. The English especially.
I don't think that is. It looks like just water.
Oh, no, you couldn't meet a better set of people.
Maybe.
Mind you, there are 1 or 2 bad apples. We have a Marcus Tandy. He's known to the police on 3
Everywhere has a Marcus Tandy these days.
continents.
Well, whilst I'm here, perhaps I should see what's on offer. All this inside information, I can't lose, can I?
I'm sorry,
I hate everyone in that shop.
Maria, but I don't approve. I don't approve at all.
Me and my family have always gone to the bullfights.
Yes, but that's different. It's part of your tradition.
Well, we're not going to a bullfight anyway, Mrs. Lockhead.
We're going to the museum, Mum.
Well, that's just as bad.
Well, it's not. It's literally not. It's like saying going to, and I'm going to phrase this carefully, going to a war museum is just as bad as war. No, it's not.
Your dad made me go shortly after we arrived here.
It's only a collection of old capes and photos and stuff.
Why the sudden interest? You never wanted to go before.
Because I don't know if you noticed, but we live in Spain.
Nice idea.
In England, you still hunt foxes. Here, we fight bulls. It's not so different.
Well, at least the fox has a fighting chance.
Oh, she's in favour of fox hunting. That's a surprise. By the way, don't really mention this name very often, but I'm enjoying watching Reform fall apart at the seams. It's beautiful, and people are starting to realise that it's a limited company. Loving it.
Don't blame me if you have nightmares. Oh, what time will you be back? Clive's coming for tea, isn't he?
If that's okay.
Can Maria come as well?
Of course. Thank you.
Just spare me the gory details.
Gwen, do you think I could have a word with Nessa, please?
You could actually ask me direct.
Oh.
I hate her. 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 I h
just see you round about 6.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye. How's Trin getting on? Have you heard from her?
I was hoping you might know something.
She's not speaking to me.
But you were her best friend.
Well, before she left, we had this really stupid row.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all.
Is she still at her uncle's?
Yeah. My husband flew out this morning to talk to her, to try to persuade her to come home. I mean, this is her home. She grew up here.
She said something about a producer not liking her character, but I didn't understand.
Pia and I thought she was really happy. Did she ever say anything to you or the others?
She did, but I didn't understand her accent.
What's interesting when you do that voice is you sound like Nessa and her mum simultaneously.
About us?
Just the silly things we say about our parents.
We called her a dork.
She had no reason to hate us. She had pocket money, clothes, anything she wanted.
She had clothes? Fucking hell! You gave your daughter clothes? Why would she hate you?
Mum and Dad gave Blair everything he wanted and...
Still turned out to be a prick.
He still won't leave, though, will he?
No.
He's got a balaclava from Olive, and he will not leave.
Look how he turned out. Mum reckons I'll miss him when he's gone. That's what she thinks.
Nessa, come on, we should be going.
I've got to go now, Lena. I hope everything turns out okay.
Thank you. Oh, Nessa, thanks. And you let me know if you hear anything, won't you?
I hope you don't want...
So she's wearing the same...
Yo ho ho. I'm sure Javier's worn that.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. He has.
He has.
But I'll be wearing this tomorrow, so it makes
Paying
sense.
for that. When my mother was hurt or angry, she used to scrub the floor. Scrub. I'm not good with scrubbing, so I rub down horses.
Have you said anything to me yet?
It will be the finish.
Somehow I didn't think you would.
This morning I went to the doctor's.
Well, that's something.
But when I get there, I couldn't go in.
Why? All right, you can't, you dental Marcus, but at least you know for sure.
You don't understand. The doctor, Roberto, he will tell to my father.
He doesn't know your father.
I will be sent home.
Boring.
He can't do that. What's between doctor and patient? That's private.
But he will know, and he will tell to Rosario, I'm sure, and I will lose my job.
Look, this is crazy. We're talking about something that may never happen.
I'm going to do something I've never
She
done.
just said the doctor, Roberto.
Yeah,
That's her father-in-law.
yeah. I'm going to do something I've never done before.
Go on, fast forward it.
We're going to jump.
Yeah, she's boring, isn't
Yep.
she? Se vende.
Others have too.
We have never done that before. Unprecedented. That's how dull that bit was.
One's enough, I expect, if you're on your own.
Nice view.
Unless, of course, you intend having lots of guests.
And what are they like, the residents? Are they...
Why is he showing... Is he also selling flats now?
He's got the horn. So he's going to mention a lot of people so that we still don't know
who she's come
from. They all retired people?
Oh, no, not all of them. Well, Miss King is. She lives over there, top floor, good family. A single lady, rather like yourself, I should imagine.
Excuse me.
Hang on a second. There's a lot in that sentence. Miss King, good family, single woman.
Rather like yourself.
So are they saying that? What is he saying? That she comes from that Miss King comes from good stock?
She's posh, isn't she? That's what he means.
And he's basically called her a spinster.
Good family, terrible caps on
Jimbo
her teeth.
is raging. He says, "Wow, can't believe you broke the continuity of the watch along. We can do whatever we want. We are in uncharted territory."
There's Trish. She's a lively one.
He means a slag. That's what he's saying.
He's not saying she's good family. She's also a single lady, but he's not using that word.
Not retired at all. A singer. Did pretty well a while back. Back home, that is.
And then she came out here.
Oh, property was really cheap then. Mind you, she still works.
She'll be at the pub tonight singing to Billy Ocean to 15 people.
Yeah, that bar I met you in might not exactly be your cup of tea, but she's appearing there tonight.
No, not really.
No, it sounds fucking awful.
I'd rather eat my own feces.
Yeah.
Over here, we've another performer of sorts, Rosemary Webb. Her husband's a doctor.
Really?
Well, he was a doctor.
Was he? I thought he was just a nurse in the army and there was some doubt about that.
Retired now.
They used to be in love with each other, so much so that they would bounce the shelving off the wall.
they
But
broke
these
shelving,
days, he's just pissed off that she has a hobby.
I expect your husband's a professional man.
Quite a cross-section.
Right, so he's just said that she's single and he's fishing.
All human life is here.
And they all get on.
Right, let me just rephrase that. All white human life is here.
Do they?
Oh, they have their ups and downs like anywhere. Close ranks a bit when they're up against it. Like the time Freddie was burgled.
Who's he?
Well, he used to be a nurse. Lives over there. Ground floor, underneath Miss King.
A confirmed bachelor, if you know what I'm saying.
We all chipped in to replace the stuff he had stolen.
Edith Piaf records.
No, Judy Garland.
Judy Garland, that was it.
Well, they all sound very nice.
And then there's the Hindle boys. They just lost their dad. And the Lockheads. Gwen's the president of the Residents Association.
Fucking hell.
Do you know what? I like how he's doing the roundup for the new viewers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Well done. Well spotted.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. White.
Wouldn't you like to see...
How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this? Finance headline. I spent an hour the other day. Chat GPT. How do I fucking get rid of this shit? I don't want this shit.
Can you right or left click on it?
If I right click on it, nothing. Let's control nothing. No.
All right, we're just going to have to live with it, man. It's just...
I don't want to live with it.
Some of the villas.
Another time, perhaps.
Shut up, will you? Don't think we'll wait for your father because he could be busy in the shop.
Chips.
Or it could be down the beach playing
Two
backgammon.
extra steaks out of a Jackson for them.
Thank you, Luke. Luke is going to send me instructions on how to get rid of that thing. Not you, Catherine. You're safe.
For now.
Oh, no, Mum, honestly, I couldn't.
Well, what's wrong now?
She's got a swatch.
Do you know what? I'll have a steak and chips. Remember Flick and Flack? This
Yes,
is Flick.
I got the kids' flick flacks.
This is Flack. They
We
are the hands
on
of
the new
Swiss
Swatch watch.
Oh, a new Swiss watch, I thought it was.
Swatch watch.
Swiss watch.
They were swatch watches.
Right, we're going to find out. We're going in. We're going to get the Flick and Flack. I guarantee you I'm right on this one. I guarantee it. Flick, Flack, ad. Here we go. I guarantee I'm right on this. There we go.
Flick Flock, the Swiss watch for girls and boys.
You're probably right.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is the one.
This is Flick. This is Black. They are the hands of the new Swiss watch.
Oh, yeah,
I tell you what, I know why I'm right because for the when is that? 1988. So what's that? 37 years ago. I have sung that song to myself at least twice a month for the last 37 years. Just to myself. This is Flick.
Well, the adverts work.
This is Flack.
Because I did get those for my kids.
They are the hands of the new Swiss watch. Let's hear how it goes on. Here we go.
With children in mind.
They teach the time!
Tell you what, though. The kids these days cannot tell the time
No.
on a hand's watch.
No, of course they can't.
Teach the time. Flick Flack is water resistant. Flick Flack is shock resistant. Flick Flack is twist made.
Was that Kate Robbins?
It does sound like a...
Flick is twist made.
It's a bit late, otherwise I'd text her and ask.
This is Flick. This is Black. They are the hands
No, maybe
of
not.
the new Swiss watch.
No, I don't think it is.
With children in mind, they teach the time. Flick Flack is water resistant. Flick Flack is shock resistant. Flick Flack is twist made.
No, I don't think it is. How much what do you reckon? Are they worth a shitload of money? Like
No, because they still make them.
All right, Flick Flack watch 1988. There's one for a tenner.
I think my kids had that one.
There's one there for 135 quid. Fun for the spring. Ladies, kids, flick flack watch. I might get a flick flack. Onwards.
I don't like wearing a watch.
Oh, I love it. Took my dad's watch to get fixed. So I'll be wearing that.
It's steak and chips.
My favourite.
Please.
Oh, my
favourite.
Steak and chips. Oh, my favourite.
You just have to go without.
Oh, but we've just been to that ghastly bullfight museum. Seen all these really horrible videos.
I thought they were great. You hardly saw anything anyway. She only stayed for 5 minutes.
To me, saw the best part.
Oh, I'll just have the salad.
You were sick, weren't you?
Just went out for a breath of fresh air.
It's me you're talking to.
Oh, I couldn't help it, Mum. It was awful.
Ness, do you want the steak?
Oh, yeah,
we've got
guests. You don't have to behave like such a pig, you know.
I'm so sorry, Clive. I'm afraid my family have never been renowned for their good manners.
Especially him.
Did you like the bullfight
Mum bringing out a big glass bowl full of chips. Fucking get in there.
video?
Well, I liked it when the toreadors came in and everybody started cheering. Wouldn't mind being a toreador.
You didn't really like it, did you, Clive?
Not really, no. But then I like steaks, so I guess I'm a hypocrite, right?
Yes, but this was killed humanely, and it was bred for it.
Bolt through the head.
Those bulls are bred for fighting. That doesn't really stand up, does it?
The bulls are bred for fighting.
There you go.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh my God! Catherine is a boring Spanish girl.
Aren't you there, Mum? How's your rabbit food, Nessie?
Don't call me Nessie.
Loch Ness Monster.
Oh dear.
That's what my dad says she's named after.
Oh, you're such a creep, Blair.
Well, at least I didn't throw up everywhere.
I didn't.
Yes, you
Now,
did.
stop it, both of you. What will Clive and Maria think of us?
Well, then stop him calling me names.
Well, then you stop lying.
This is actually quite good acting from these two.
It's like being at home.
Shut
up,
yeah.
kid. Shut up.
Didn't.
Did you see how pale her face went when she saw those ears?
Yeah, but they weren't real, though, were they?
Of course they were. El Cordobe's cut them off.
Oh, they were really horrible, Mum.
I told you not to go.
Yeah, she couldn't leave us alone.
No, shush.
Business as usual. I heard you at the end of the block.
It's him.
She started it.
What's for dinner? I'm starving. I could eat a horse.
A horse? But that's terrible.
Hilarious.
You know, I really miss it when I don't have coffee.
I'm sorry, but I don't want Olive clucking like an old hen because I'm 2 minutes late.
Oh, I know what happens in the play because I'm a member of the Eldorado, the exclusive Eldorado Facebook page, so I know what happens in the play.
Now, don't fret yourself. It'll be all right on the night.
Will it? Will she be all right on the night? That's the question everyone should be asking. And if she's not, who would replace her? That's the question everyone needs to be asking.
Well, here's to you, and lots of luck.
Who else knows all the words if she wasn't able to play the part?
Oh, the doctor.
Well thought, go.
The feeling I'm going to need it.
Ready?
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Who is that woman?
I don't know.
I wish I had my skateboard.
Late tourist?
Oh, right, so she's not connected with them.
No, look.
That's good.
Rather attractive.
Is she copper?
Do you hear that? Rather attractive.
Is she copper?
Did you find anything suitable? Snowy tells me you're looking at property.
Fucking hell, Snowy!
Tell you what I found out. You lot are a bunch of nosy bastards.
Oh, yes, Snowy. He's very knowledgeable about the area, isn't he?
Oh, that's Snowy.
He told me you were a paedophile.
There's nothing much he doesn't know.
And about the residents.
Oh, they're a good bunch, really. Meal all right?
Fine.
Good, well, anything you want, just let us know.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know why it says pause there. I don't know. What if I move that there? Did I get rid of it? Oh, I've got rid of it.
Oh, God, she's
The
putting
fuck
the show
is she
shoes
wearing?
on.
Had to make him come out tonight.
Look at
He's
those
turning
leggings.
into a real recluse, watering his pot plants, washing down the kitchen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, she does go on.
Who the fuck are those two in the background? John Gaunt and John Gaunt. What's going on?
They're Trish fans.
2 nights I've been in, and this is what I get.
Come on, drink up. I want to get you another one. How's yours, Trish?
No, thanks, darling. I'm on in a minute.
If you
Rhubarb. And rhubarb.
No, thanks, darling. I'm moving just over there in a minute.
Same again, please, Joy.
I love it when Trish speaks into a microphone.
If you ask me, Joy, she was after something a bit better. I mean, after all, she was a professional sort of woman.
Snowy has gone into real estate now.
Not at all. I was just trying to be a bit neighbourly.
Oh, speaking of which, that vacuum cleaner you fixed for Freddie has gone on the blink again.
Buy a new one.
Ha 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 ha. It's the story of his life.
Hey, your PA system's still working, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, no problem. It's working fine.
Oh, well, there you are then.
Oh, I bet it blows. I bet there's a... Oh, Snowy.
Doesn't matter. The bar is tiny. They'll still be able to hear her.
Here comes young Clive. Did you enjoy yourself at the museum?
I think you have to be Spanish to understand it.
Well.
You're turning into a real little diplomat. How was it really?
A bit sickening, actually. Literally, as far as Nessa was concerned. Oh, and Blair's decided he wants to be a toreador.
Oh, he's given up the idea of travelling then, has he?
They're nice, you know, the Lockheads. I mean, they fight and everything, but it's like, well, they can say anything to each other and it doesn't make any difference. They're a great family.
I mean, in what world?
Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about that. If it's supposed to be my fault, it's too late, isn't it?
OK for me to start now, love?
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Well, leave it half an hour if you like. There's not many in.
No, I said start.
Oh, right.
Mum, I didn't mean anything. Why'd you have to take everything so personally?
Because she's a fucking child. She sent her son to boarding school so she could open up that shitty bar in Spain. That is awful.
Because it's the only way I can...
Though, of her kid.
I'm sorry, okay?
Hey!
Snowy? Now you're full.
I mean, come on.
It's not a power cut. Look, the lights are still on in the plaza.
Listen, I'm sorry, everyone. We seem to have something wrong with the power supply.
No shit, Sherlock.
Clive.
There's something wrong. It's snowing.
Clive, do me a favour. There's some candles, I think, underneath the sink. Could you try find them? I should have known you'd do something stupid.
Fuck off, Joy. Fuck off, Joy. I'll be honest with you. Fuck off, Joy. He gets treated like shit.
He is weird.
Shit on their shoes. Oh, he's a pervert. Probably kidnaps children and stuff. But he gets treated like shit.
Look, we're just checking everything now, okay? It's going to be fine in 1 minute.
There's nothing wrong with the mains.
Well, you must have done something.
Do you remember to pay your bill, Joy?
Yeah, of course I paid my bill.
Yeah, well, I was there Thursday, queuing for hours.
Yeah, it was the same when I went. I did pay it late, but I mean, they wouldn't cut it off just like that, would
That's
they?
exactly
What are they singing?
what they would do.
No. What am I going to do? Listen to them. Okay, listen, everyone.
Guys, could you stop having fun? Guys, could you stop?
You need to listen to me flapping.
First of all, we've all been in power cuts. It's really, really exciting. Everyone loves a power cut. Secondly, it's not very dark in there, so they can still drink. And the pumps aren't electric.
Also, it's not very big, and they'll still be able to hear us singing.
Everyone, sorry, I don't think that we can rectify the problem tonight.
It's been a minute, and so I'm calling it.
Right, we're going to time how long the lights are out before she calls it, right? We're going to time it. Clock. Stopwatch. Right. So let's go from the lights going out to her calling it.
I didn't mean anything.
Can't
Why'd you
pause
have to
when...
take
Here we go.
everything so personally?
Because it's the only way I can see it. I'm sorry, okay?
God.
Snowy?
Now you're for it.
It's not a power cut. Look, the lights are still on in the plaza.
Listen, I'm sorry, everyone. We seem to have something wrong with the power supply. Clive, do me a favour. There's some candles, I think, underneath the sink. Could you try find them? I should have known you'd do
We're not going to make 30 seconds.
20 seconds to turns on Snowy.
Look, we're just checking everything now, okay? It's going to be fine in 1 minute.
27, 28.
There's nothing wrong with the mains.
Well, you must have done something.
Did you remember to pay your bill, Joy?
Yeah, of course I paid my bill.
Yeah, well, I was there Thursday, queuing for hours.
Yeah, it was the same when I went. I did pay it late, but I mean, they wouldn't cut it off just like that, would
That's
they?
exactly what they would do.
No. What am I going to do? Listen to them. Okay, listen, everyone. Sorry, I don't think that we can rectify...
50 seconds.
50 seconds. 50 seconds. She calls it. They're having the time of... Listen to them. Yeah, they're having the time of their
Singing
lives.
Stand by Your Man.
50 seconds. She put her son in boarding school and moved to another country, and yet within 50 seconds of the lights going out, she closes the bar. She doesn't deserve anything good in her life.
Problem tonight. So, yeah, sorry, we're just going to have to close the bar early, right? And by way of compensation, I will make happy hour longer tomorrow night till 10 o'clock.
Those candles came out and got lit. Again, within 60 seconds, there are half a dozen candles out and lit.
But there was no point because no sooner were they lit than she was chucking everyone out.
And to make it up to you, I'm going to sell you more drinks tomorrow.
But leave those that you've just bought.
Come for a night out, she says. Don't sit moping at home all night, she says.
I fucking hate it when people do that. She says. She says, now look at us. Do you do that?
No.
Good.
It'll be my fault.
Just as well, I've got a bottle of Rioja in the fridge.
You've got drinks there!
Here's the thing. I'm not a stereotype of homosexual in Eldorado. I don't think anyone behaves like this.
You've got drinks there and you can see them.
Oh, and a couple of beers, I hope.
Oh, we can pick those up on the way home.
No, wine will do.
I thought it might. Night, honey.
Night, George.
Bye-bye. Sorry. I owe you an apology.
Oh, forget it.
Do you want any help clearing up, darling? No, it's all right. Clive and I can manage. Bye.
Has she not paid it then? What does Trish say about paying the bill? Hang on, listen.
1 minute.
There's nothing wrong with the mains.
Well, you must have done something.
Did you remember to pay your bill, Joy?
Yeah, of course I paid my bill.
Yeah, well, I was there Thursday, queuing for hours.
Yeah.
I was there.
It was the same when I went. I did pay it late, but I mean, they wouldn't cut it off just like that, would
That's
they?
exactly what they would do.
Paid it late.
Okay, so it makes sense she's called it, but still you could... So they've cut her electricity off.
Yeah, because she paid
'Cause
it
she
late,
paid
but she
it.
did pay it. So why is it not just popped back on again?
What the f...
What am I going to do? Listen to them. Longer tomorrow night till 10 o'clock.
Well, so you're going to get your power... How do you know you're going to get power turned on?
Come for a night out, she says. Don't...
They all have to go to the electricity board, don't they, and pay every week.
Sit moping at home all night,
Oh,
she
I knew
says.
it'd be my fault.
Just as well, I've got a bottle of Rioja in the fridge.
You're right. There was a scene with the
he said
horny
he's got
old...
a bottle of Rioja in the fridge. Why would you put it in the fridge? It's red wine.
There was a scene with the
white
horny
Rioja.
olds when they were queuing to pay. Yeah, it was busy, wasn't it?
Oh, and a couple of beers, I hope.
Oh, we can pick those up on the way home.
No, wine will do.
I thought it might. Night, honey.
Night, George.
Bye-bye. Sorry. I owe you an apology.
Oh, forget it.
Do you want any help clearing up, darling?
No, it's all right. Clive and I can manage. Bye. I'm really
Sure,
sorry.
sure?
Yeah, absolutely sure.
And knowing Eldorado, it would be a white one.
Good night.
Good night. Night.
Do you want me to clear up the glasses?
Ah, no, forget it.
Mate, what is he? 15, 16. He's going to fucking he's going to go minesweeping.
Minesweep.
It's going to be his first blackout. Welcome, son. Welcome to the club.
Do it in the morning, huh? Where did you find all those candles?
Well,
You told him where they were.
it's your bar. Are you saying you didn't have any candles?
Back of the till.
Good.
Back of the till. What? Right, hang on a minute. I'm so sorry.
No.
I've
Oh,
got to check
God,
this
no,
out.
please.
I want to see, when do the candles come out? Back of the till, right?
She tells him where they are.
Okay. So let's see when the candles come out.
Because it's the only way I can see it. I'm
So
sorry.
lights go out here. Right, lights are out. Does he even step behind the bar?
Snowy?
Now
No
you're
candles.
for it.
It's not a power cut. Look, the lights are still on in the plaza.
No
Listen, I'm
candles.
sorry, everyone.
So he's this side of the bar and it's shut. Snowy opens it and goes through.
We seem to have something wrong with the power supply. Clive, do me a favour. There's some candles, I think, underneath the sink. Could you...
So she literally tells him,
Underneath the sink, though, wrong.
Paulie D, thank you. All right, well then how does he get them out so quickly?
Try find them? Should have known you'd do something stupid. Look, we're just checking everything now, okay? It's going to be fine in 1 minute.
So he's got the candles.
There's nothing wrong with the mains.
Well, you must have done something.
Did you remember to pay your bill, Joy?
Yeah, of course I paid my bill.
Yeah, well, I was there Thursday, queuing for hours.
Yeah, it was the
But they've got no candle holders. So they just stood on the table.
same when I went. I did pay it late, but I mean, they wouldn't cut it off just like that, would
That's
they?
exactly what they would do.
No. What am I going to do? Listen to them. Okay, listen, everyone. Sorry, I don't think that we can rectify the problem
All right,
tonight.
are we going to see him light a candle?
So, yeah, sorry, we're just going to have to close the bar early, right? And by way of compensation,
And they've got
I will
candles
make
there.
happy
That's
hour
quick
longer
candle
tomorrow
work,
night till
man.
10 o'clock.
And they're holding them.
Come for a night out, she said.
That one's just stood on the table.
That one's stood on the table. That one's in an ashtray. that he's
Don't
holding
sit
there.
moping at home all night.
You don't light a candle and leave it standing on the table.
Oh, I knew it'd be my fault.
Just as well, I've got a bottle of Rioja in the fridge.
Oh, and a couple of beers, I hope.
Oh, we can pick those up on the way home.
No, wine will do.
I thought it might. Night, honey.
It could do.
Bye, sorry.
It won't.
I owe you an apology.
That would be an interesting plot.
Do you want any help clearing out, darling? No, it's all right.
Jenna says maybe he stores candles up his cast. It's a fucking TARDIS up there. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Clive and I can manage. Bye, I'm really
Sure, you
sorry.
sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll
sure.
change my shoes.
Good night.
Good night. Night.
Do you want me to clear up the glasses?
Let's leave the
Don't
candles
forget it, we'll
burning
do it
next
in
to
the morning,
alcohol.
They are leaving it.
Gonna be a fire.
Where did you find all those candles?
Back of the till.
He's pointed to the till there. That's not where he got them from. They were They were at the sink.
Under the pump.
They weren't there. We saw him. Why is he lying to her?
Good.
Hey, listen, Mum, you're not broke or anything, are you?
What? Of course I'm not.
Well, not paying your electricity bill.
Well, she's going to get some booze out.
Not paying her electricity. Would that imply she's not paid her insurance? Oh, this could be good.
Oh, no. The thing is, the way you do things here is you have to queue up and pay in cash at the office, and then you see this long queue and you think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and you were coming, and I had a lot on my mind, so I ran out of tomorrows, you know.
I ran out of demands.
Tomorrow's.
Ah, okay. She ain't paid the insurance. If this does not lead to a fire, then everyone involved in this show deserves to be pushed off of a cliff.
But also it completely tracks that they would set something up and then not follow it through.
You want a drink?
No.
Oh, why don't we just go sit down now?
Oh. It's going to go nowhere.
Oh, come
Hey,
on.
do you know what? It really looks quite lovely.
I shouldn't have kicked everybody out. I could still serve spirits and fizzy pop.
Magical, doesn't it?
John Harris.
Couldn't
She
be better.
kicks everyone out and now she gets on it.
Whoa, dude, what are you doing? What are you getting out?
I meant to give you this when I first got here, but somehow... Well, it never seemed the right moment.
Has he made a wallet in CDT or something? It's going to be a picture of Terry.
It's a present from Terry.
Oh, it's from Terry!
Is it a tape?
Is
it a tape?
It's a wrap of Coke.
I don't want
It's no good, Clive.
Isn't it?
No.
You need someone special around just like all the rest.
Get Terry over.
Get Terry over.
I've got someone very
Get
special.
Terry over.
When you and Terry split up, well, I'd never really had a father. I mean, Dad's all right.
I never really had I mean, Dad's, obviously,
He
but
doesn't
a
call him
father.
Dad, he calls him like
Nigel or
Steve,
whatever.
or is
isn't it? Yeah.
Great with a new baby, but he wasn't like Terry.
Stop saying Terry.
He was always having fun.
He did the acting thing that fucking actors do, right? He goes, he wasn't like Terry. I'm remembering good times. That's what it is. He wasn't like Terry, thinking good. I'm remembering good
Never
times.
really had a father. I mean, Dad's all right. He's
Wasn't like Terry.
Great with a
Remembering
new
good times.
baby, but he wasn't like Terry.
I'm remembering good times.
They teach you to do that.
Yeah. So today we're going to do Remembering Good Times. It looks simple, it's hard. It looks simple because the people that do it are great. So you mention someone, you remember something good, and so that people know you remember it, you go... you tilt your head a bit and go...
Almost like you've released the brakes on your neck.
It's no good, Clive.
Isn't it?
No.
You do it, Catherine.
I was just thinking about Dick, who of course was my grandfather. That's a real joke. So I have a family member who tells very long stories about people we don't know.
A member called Dick.
And he told a story about, I remember going to see my mother, and I realised as I was talking to her that she was thinking of Dick, who was my father.
Mary loves Dick.
You need someone special around, just like all
I was talking
the
to her
rest.
that she was thinking of Dick. Oh dear.
I've got
Want to have a conversation with me?
very special.
There we go.
When you and Terry split up, well, I'd never really had a father. I mean, Dad's all right. He's great with a new baby, but he wasn't like Terry.
There go those brakes.
Shoulders. The shoulders go up.
The pneumatics.
Shoulders go up. The corner of the lips go up. The eyes go down. One more time, and then we'll carry on. Shoulders go up. Side of the mouth goes up. Eyes go down. Here we go. We're gonna remember Terry, right? And what he was like. Here we go.
It's no good, Clive.
Isn't it?
No.
Shoulders up. Side of the mouth up. Eyes down.
You need some.
It's called the Terry. He's doing the
Someone
Terry.
special around, just like all the rest.
Here he comes.
I've got someone very special.
She's winking. She's winking, and the reason she's winking is because she knows he's about to do a fond memory, and she's like, "Go on, son, you got it.
Get it.
You got it.
I'm
fucking
watching this masterclass.
got this. You have got this, and I'm looking forward to being so close to seeing it. This is your moment. Shine, boy."
When you and Terry split up,
Here we go.
He's putting dust on his hands at the beginning of the run-up.
Yeah, don't forget. This is what we're looking for.
Chalking
Shoulders
it
up, side of the mouth up, eyes down. He's remembering a good time. Little outlet of air. This is going to be great. And then we're going to crack on with the rest of the scene. Here we go.
Putting on the acting crash mat.
Here we go.
well, I'd never really had a father.
Tumbling.
I mean, Dad's all
Here
right.
it comes.
He's great with a new baby, but he wasn't like Terry.
There we go.
Take out the dismount.
That
Clean as a whistle.
was acting. That was acting.
Beautiful.
Well done. Well done.
Will he do another?
He was always having fun.
You don't want to do... No. If he does, I lose respect for
much.
him. One. Otherwise, it demeans the previous memory.
You might have a couple of happy memories in one.
One.
Okay.
We want one. Any more than that,
Too much.
it's overacting.
He was playing games.
Clive, life isn't a game. And one day you've just got to grow up, and that's the bit Terry could never quite...
Yeah, you got to grow up and run away to a foreign country, putting your son in boarding school to run a shitty bar.
manage.
Well, he's grown up now. I saw him at the weekend.
You're in Spain? How long's he been in Spain for?
About a week.
He still loves you, Mum.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair.
I still love you. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Go on.
If I were her, I would turn to him and say, Clive, you're being a cunt. That's what I would say, because he is, Catherine. He is. Clive, you're being a cunt.
Oh, God. Go.
Calls you his other half, the bit that's missing.
Oh, that's fucked up. That is messed up, man.
And he's been seeing her son on a weekend. Oh, no. Oh, no. What a time to be a Clive, says John.
Imagine like one of your ex-boyfriends, the Spanish guy, was talking to your kids going, I still love your mum. Please tell your mum I still love her. Would like to make love to her one more time for the old timer's sake.
Where's
Because you're
he from
saying
again?
English. She's from Spain. I want to make love to your mama one more time again.
Right, stop. That would be weird.
Nelly says, calling it now. Terry comes over, gets off with Trish.
That's what the present's about.
Well, it's shitly wrapped. A tape. A ring. A badge.
A plectrum! It's a fucking plectrum!
Or is it a fingernail?
Oh.
I was there when he did it. The hacksaw slipped and cut his hand.
It is a piece of Terry's chocolate orange, but tiny. What is going on? What is it?
Hacksaw. Oh, it's half a plectrum.
That sounds just like Terry. He was never really good at things like that.
What is it?
Half a plectrum.
No, I don't.
He said the hacksaw slipped.
He wants
and
you
cut his
back,
hand.
Mum.
I don't think it's a plectrum. It looks.
Like Terry's got got to grow up, and that's the bit Terry could never quite manage.
Well, he's grown up now. I saw him at the weekend. He still loves you, Mum. Calls you his other half, the bit that's missing. That's what the present's about.
I don't think it is a plectrum. It's round. Guys, what do we think this is, please? We need your feedback in the chat.
I was there when you did it.
Is it half a heart?
The hacksaw slip.
No, it's not. It's half a
Coin?
sixpence. It's better than half a
It looks like half of the chocolate coins you get for the Christmas tree.
Slipped and cut his hand.
That
This
sounds
sounds
just
like
like
Terry.
Terry. He was never really good at things like that.
He wants you back, Mum.
Mm-mm. I'm not going to run the risk of being hurt like that again.
Had.
So what are you going to do with the rest of your life?
I can't face going on tomorrow night. I really can't. Roger didn't know a single line.
Is that that's the vicar?
Sweaty vicar. Ersatz Titchmarsh.
And Olive was playing Little Miss Echo so loudly you could hear it at the back of the stalls. Oh, just don't talk to me about it.
Oh, I won't.
And then when the scenery fell down in Act 2.
I thought that was the
Keep an eye on this old man's crotch, because he is packing, we've discovered.
best part.
I don't
Rogers?
think he is. I think he's just got his waistband so high, his junk's all shifted.
By the way, everyone who's excited about Spinal Tap 2, they've done other things as Spinal Tap. I remember buying a video of them live in London, and they had scenes around it. I remember them being on Jonathan Ross's show the whole time. They were always shit. Spinal Tap 2 will be shit. Christopher Guest has not done a decent film since the one about dogs, and even that wasn't great. And what's that, 25 years ago? For Your Consideration was awful. The one about mascots was awful. The TV series he did with Kerry Godliman and Chris O'Dowd never gets mentioned. Awful. Spinal Tap 2, piece of shit. Calling it now.
Face was a picture.
Well, I don't find it funny. It's going to be a total disaster.
Oh, come on, darling. You know what they say. It'll be all right on the night.
Yes, I do know. I've had that King woman say it about 2,000 times tonight, and if I hear it one more time, I'm going to scream.
Best in Show. Best in Show is not as funny. It's not. It's okay. Guffman is the one. Tap and Guffman are the ones. Best in Show, it's decent. After that, Oh, a Mighty Wind. I'll give you a Mighty Wind. I apologise. Mighty Wind.
It's not that
You ever seen Waiting for Guffman?
Yes!
important. Anyway, I thought you were really good. I was quite...
What happens in it?
You made me watch it. They're putting on an Amdram.
What do you mean I made you watch
You
it?
did. In fact, I think you took it back when you cleared out all my DVDs.
Proud of you up there on that stage.
Did you honestly?
Yeah.
But what about when I dropped the chalice?
Ah, that was very good.
But I wasn't meant to.
Ah, no, but for me it was very significant. Shattered hopes, that sort of thing, you know.
Should I keep it in then?
Ah, well, I think you'd better ask the director about that. What's that for?
For being such a big liar. Because I love you.
Let's go and bounce
There's
that
that
bloody
woman
shelf
again.
off.
Good evening. Are you looking for someone? Can I help you?
No, thank you.
Da dee da 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 da. Listen, are you coming for a nightcap?
I've had too many nightcaps already.
Oh, come on, the night's young.
Like, I'm going to sort of talk to Joy.
Right.
Night.
Da da da.
Hello, darling.
Hello,
So how was
darling.
Wonder Boy today?
The bar will not burn down.
Hey then.
Sadly.
It's Terry.
Oh, I
It's
wish it were.
Terri.
I'd love it if it was.
Whose door's she going to knock
She's
on?
keen.
Oh, she's so bloody loud on those
It's
lyrics.
that woman that Snowy was showing round. Not that she's going to see much in the dark.
Girls.
Do you want to come in for a drink?
I've just turned down a nightcap.
I was only offering tea.
That sounds like a lovely idea.
She can hear you. Whose door is she going to knock on? Well, it can't be Tandy. Tandy doesn't live there.
Olive.
Oh. I thought she was coming up here for a moment. That bird down the beach.
Bird.
Suit, high heel shoes. Weird, eh?
Weird.
Suit, high heel shoes.
Weird, eh?
Can't you take an interest in anything?
No, he's got his legs parted too wide. Oh, in a mood.
Oh!
It's not them.
If she looks in another window...
It's not them.
That was good acting, 'cause that's what mums did. No. Oh, you... Fucking hell. They've done this ending twice now.
Out of focus.
It's difficult to focus on that. Oh! She's blowing a watering can!
Gotta clear that water out.
Excuse me, my darling, can I help you?
Excuse me, could you clip-clop a little less loudly, please?
Good evening. May I help you?
Not you. No. Oh, no.
Ignore.
No.
Ignore.
Who lives here? Who lives... Freddie! Freddie lives under Miss King, we found out.
Oh.
Jerry. Freddie or Jerry? Freddie. Freddie's got a daughter. Oh, baby, baby!
And her name is Judy.
Here we go. Oh.
Yes?
Hello, Dad.
Natalie. Bristol, 1956.
Here we go. That's my mother.
Does that ring a bell?
He's had sex with a lady in 1956.
Before he did become more
homosexual
with dicks.
Well, fucking hell, Catherine.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's what those people do. Right.
I'm half one of those people, and I didn't. That's it. That's your lot. Zoom meeting is happening next weekend. It's happening next weekend. We're doing it.
He's just announced to me.
Well, because I know we didn't do one last month. I was going to suggest this Sunday, but now it's Friday. We're doing it next weekend. If you're a £13 and above, you're gonna see these beautiful faces. Why is the camera? Why am I not in shot? Have I not been in shot for the whole thing?
I think we probably vibrated the camera along.
We're gonna.
Hello?